Well, how is everybody doing? Welcome to another Live at 5 episode. With today we have TJ with Jarhead, Entrepreneur, and Steve with Brickhouse, Salvage. Before I introduce my first guest, TJ, I wanted to say hi to everybody in the chat, and then we'll bring him in, and we can have a fun time discussing how the Eagles are better than the Cowboys. Right, that's I'm sure that's what he's going to talk about. But let me say hi first to the people here. We got the 5 resellers, Kang and Camilla. It says, sup? This guy says, let's ready to rumble. He's ready. He's ready to go. Darling Nikki, how you doing? JKR, what's up? Jen, my BFF Misha is in the chat. How you doing? They said hello again. Let's see who else. We got Jersey Gypsy Corner Store. Says hello, everyone. Made it home after a huge town wide yard sale. I sure need some downtime. What's up? Hey, I hope you got some good stuff there. That's pretty awesome. And see anybody else is here. We got Horizon Picks is here. And then we have, but he just says hi to Misha and nobody else. Just doesn't care about us. We got Shoppa Holly is here and Save Here First Ella is here. All right, guys. Thank you guys all for coming. Let me introduce our first guest before anything gets started, and then we'll talk to you guys in a minute. But here is our first guest. The first guest is Jarhead. I made him a little custom intro video because I'm cool like that. But here it is.
What up? So y'all guys see the custom studio we brought in today. How about them 5-time Super Bowl champion Cowboys? Let's go. Y'all notice he didn't have any highlights when, recent because they weren't even relevant back. Those highlights weren't even relevant.
Those are the most favorite highlights I could find. We got people say really rubbing it in, Paul. But yeah. Love that bleed green too. See, they know. Oh no, need to leave. You call this football? See, people enjoy that, man. See, the beautiful part about that video is it only took like 2 seconds to make because there's just so many fail cowboy highlights out there. Could just pick almost any clip and it would have been great. You know.
He just tells my
cowgirls.
That's all right.
Epic fail of a background. There we go. All right, so TJ, before we get started, you want to introduce people to who you are, what you do?
As most people know me, but I'm TJ, the Jarhead Entrepreneur. I'm a retired Marine, married, husband of my high school crush. I have 8 wonderful children, and I am a fun time reseller. I say fun time because I just have fun doing it. I don't do it like it's not a full-time job for me, but I just kind of do it when I want to. And being retired from the Marine Corps, I have that advantage that some don't. But I do a little bit of everything. I do custom T-shirts. I'm a crafter. I make custom coasters. This is one of my coasters that I've done. These are sublimations. So I do a little bit of everything. You guys, I haven't even brought half the stuff I do to the channel. So some of y'all have been following me for a minute. I took about a year off from YouTube just because, part of it was COVID and part of it was we were moving from North Carolina back to Texas. So we knew the money that we wanted to have when we made the move. So I went full-time driving for Uber. I was just part-time doing Uber, but I went full-time pretty much from March till, from January to March before COVID hit. And so we were able to save up about 10 grand in that time frame. So eBay's just kind of, I just been kind of like, it kind of got pushed to the back burner, but I'm ramped it back up now. And so, I'm starting to get in my groove now, getting my schedule with my channel and how things are going, but I got some good stuff coming.
So we have Chris is already asking, how's it living in the past? Is that okay? Do you enjoy living in the past?
Look, so we got two one-hit wonders. We got an Eagles fan and a Saints fan.
Then we got Jen's wondering when your last Super Bowl win was. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun.
The only ones that can talk trash is the Patriots. They're the only ones that have done something relevant to pass us.
Patrick is here. Also, Crystal is here. Mr. Underpants is here. Steven is here. Turtle Trader is here. Wow, a lot of people just shut up. Hey guys, thank you guys all for coming. Dak Prescott is a bum. Wow.
Hey, y'all can hate. Okay.
Carter P. Wow, man, it's gonna be this kind of show, man. You went to territory. You went to someone else's territory, man. I got the home field advantage when I come on your show.
It's all good.
I must have you. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. So, tell us a little bit about your channel. How long did you have it? You said you took a break in between, but when did you start it, and what was the reason for it? Why did you want to start on YouTube?
Yeah, originally, if you guys go back to the beginning of I started posting videos. Like, it'll tell you my channel's been around for like 6 years, just because that's when I started watching. I logged in with Gmail, but I started my channel really probably about 2.5 years ago, and it started off with as Timo Designs. That is my graphic design t-shirt crafting business. That's where it started. But I soon realized that because I do so many different things, that I wanted to go a different direction and make it expandable for me. I would be kind of, if I would have kept it with just that one business, I would have been specifically to that business. So I changed the name. I tossed it around, talked to a couple other YouTubers, tossed some names around, and the Jarhead Entrepreneur came about just because there's so many different things that I do to make money. I do a little bit of woodcrafting, woodwork. I make custom tumblers, t-shirts, coffee mugs, eBay reselling. I've made cakes in the past. So, I've done,
the entrepreneur name is real. That's pretty.
Yes, the entrepreneur name. Like I said, there's so many things that I do to make money that I wanted to be able to expand those. I scratch lottery tickets. You guys will see that I scratch lottery tickets on the channel. So that's where the channel, said I took a break. Things we were planning on the move from Texas to, or from North Carolina to Texas. We knew that was coming up. And just, I focused more on Ubering. I was Ubering like 70, 80 hours a week.
Wow.
I was in a small Uber area, so it wasn't one of those highly populated. I was in North Carolina. I made great money, but you had to work a little harder to make those same numbers that they're making in like LA or now here in Dallas. So I focused on that. So I stepped away from the content and the business side of it, eBay, and just focused on making the money that we needed to get through to where we're at now.
What's up, Drew? He says scratch tickets are my kryptonite.
There you go, Drew. These are the ones I scratch lottery tickets live on Sundays. These are the ones I just picked these up today.
Oh my goodness!
Live on Sunday.
So is that like your successful plan? You saying like if you want people to get rich, scratch up the tickets?
My thing is you can't win if you don't play. So they might be the death of me. I probably lost more than I've won, but it only takes one.
Yeah, I feel it. As long as you don't like put your whole like life investment into it.
Now, like you guys, I have a disclaimer on my channel. I don't promote gambling. So if you guys want to watch me waste my money and not waste your own, just keep tuning in 7 p.m. Eastern Central Standard Time to my live stream on Sundays, and you guys can watch me gamble.
So tell me about the reselling. Why did you want to get into that? What got you excited about it and all that?
As far as reselling, I've been on eBay off and on since eBay started. I started flipping video games and video game systems before PayPal existed. That's how far back I go. Back when you had to wait on a money order or a check to come in the mail, then you had to cash those and then mail your stuff off. So I go back that far with
what's a money order for anybody out there doesn't know?
A money order is something you go like to the post office or you go to Walmart and you go to the customer service and you get you pay cash and you get a little printed out check essentially. So that's a money order for those that don't know in this group. But I've been hustling, selling stuff since like 7th or 8th grade. I used to sell candy out of my backpack at school. So that's where it's all, I've been grinding, making money. I started off with collecting sport cards when I was in high school and back in the junk wax era. So I used to buy, do everything I could to make money to go buy sport cards. I'd go to sport card shows and trade cards and stuff like that. So I've been doing it on and off.
Do you still have some of your old collection? Ooh,
I do. Yeah, I still have a lot of my old collection. I've got a lot of newer stuff too. I mean, I've got sport cards everywhere. I'm still selling those. They're great money. Especially if you can get it's getting a little out of control. The prices of new stuff is getting out of control, but if you can get your hands on the stuff, you got a potential to make some good money.
Postal money orders, no photos. Total once, what part of North Carolina?
I was in Sneed's Ferry, the Hampstead. I was right out the back gate of Camp Lejeune. So that's where I was in North Carolina. And I just moved back to Texas June of last year. So I've been back in Texas almost a year now.
Oh, yeah, it's a good reminder. Thank you. 5 Resellers. Here's TJ's channel. Also,
appreciate that. 5 Resellers.
I have a little disclaimer. His channel should be also in the description down below. Let me make sure it is. Yes, it is his. And also Steve's are down there. If you guys aren't subbed to TJ, definitely make sure you give him a sub. He just recently passed 1,000. And he's also looking for watch hours. So if you guys want to play his stuff in the background while you guys work or something, there's plenty of videos, so you guys can definitely help him.
I've got a bunch of videos. I've got a play all list, so you guys can hit the all video list and rock it. I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. So because it's all about the hustle. That's one thing that I was always wondering, because I kind of have the same mentality as you since a young age. Since I started selling chocolate bars for school, that whole mentality of hey, I can make a living working for myself, and I never ever wanted to work for the man in my life. I've had jobs where I worked for the man before, but I never was happy with it. You think that mentality, that entrepreneur mentality, is something you're born with, or something you can gain while
it could be both. My dad's an entrepreneur too. My dad's does the same thing. He sells on eBay. He flips cards. Me and him when he was stationed in Hawaii. My dad's also a retired Marine. He did 20. We overlapped by about 7 or 8 months.
That's awesome.
I came in July 94. My dad retired April of 95. So we're both the same MOS. I literally, when you say following your dad's footsteps, we had the same. Both went in the Marine Corps. Both had the same job. Both were motor transport operators. But it can be both. I mean, you could if you have the mindset, it's definitely a mindset. You see a lot tossed around. People's like, I'm an entrepreneur, and they could be. But it's definitely a mindset. And if you have a goal and you want to make it happen, you'll make it happen. And like you said, working for the man, I spent 20 years working for Uncle Sam, which I'd love, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I will never take those 20 years in the Marine Corps back. I got paid vacation to go to places like Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, Japan, and two lovely tours in the desert of Iraq. So I definitely wouldn't take that back. But when I retired,
like a vacation.
Well, yeah, they're vacation. They're paid vacations.
That's what
they're paid vacations.
I guess.
You can't beat it.
I guess it's one way of looking at it.
But so I did work while I was active duty. I still would work second jobs. I delivered pizza a lot. That's another hustle. If you guys want a hustle that can make some quick money, if reselling's low, go deliver pizza. Go deliver pizza or go to Uber Eats. If you're in an area that does Uber Eats, thank you, Profit Monsters. No problem. I appreciate y'all. So while I was active duty, I worked for all 3 major pizza companies. Started off Papa John's when I was in North Carolina. Then I worked for Pizza Hut when I was stationed in California, and then I worked at Domino's when I was back in North Carolina. So definitely that's a way to go. But when I first retired, I went to work for FedEx Home Delivery. I did that for the summer while I was still getting paid active duty. So it's what they call double dipping. So I stacked up a bunch of money that summer, but I got the mentality that, like I said, you want to work for yourself. And so I loved the job. I was away, there was no set hours. Anybody that's ever worked for UPS or FedEx as a delivery driver, you don't have set hours. You show up to the show. I used to show up to the dock early, 6 o'clock. And then, some days I was off by 2 or 3. Some days I wasn't off till 6 or 7. So I didn't have no set hours.
That's kind of hard.
Especially
you can't really plan.
Yeah, especially you can't really plan nothing. So I went back to delivering pizza for a little bit, and then I started a junk removal business. And I did that for.
I've been part of that. I love junk removal.
Junker Move. I tell you what,
you get paid to get inventory, right?
Yes. That's what I was about to say. I still have inventory in my garage. One great thing about junk removal is I got paid to haul stuff off. And when you do like house cleanouts and stuff, especially being in a military town, people are always leaving. I'd go through stuff before I took it to the dump, and I'd source. You're pretty much sourcing for free. So I still have tubs of stuff to resell that I hauled off and got paid to haul it off.
That's like one of the things I miss from my moving company is the junk removal jobs, because I got paid for inventory, which is like the best feeling you could have. It's like, wow, they're paying me and giving me all this free stuff. Okay, cool.
I kid to my wife all the time about going back and getting a real job, a 9-to-5. But she's like, you never could. She goes, when you've worked for yourself and you know how much money you can make for yourself, you're not going to put you're not going to put as much effort because you're not, and I would do my job, but you don't enjoy it. I can come and go as I please. I can, if I don't want to work today, I don't have to. It's beautiful.
Just want to say hi to Cheryl. She just came in. Also, Julia came in earlier, and Cameron is here. Thank you guys all for stopping by. I'm going to try to say hi to you guys when I see you, but I don't really want to interrupt TJ when he's speaking. So when he's done, if he's ever done.
Hey, just so y'all know, I'm going from this live stream to my live stream. So I go live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time myself.
So you mentioned your dad was in the service. How long was he a Marine for?
20 years. He came in 75 and retired in 95.
Oh wow! So
combined,
did he see any tours? Do any tours as well? Or?
Yes, my dad. He was in the first Desert Storm. So he
was. Wow.
Yeah. So I was giving crap because I'm like, we had to go back in and finish what they couldn't do back then.
That's right. Good promo for me, Kang. I love it. Keep going. Oh, Jennifer Hayes is here. Link Queen is here.
No need to fret,
everybody. Jennifer Hayes has made it. So let's get onto this entrepreneur thing. So you said you do T-shirts. You still do T-shirts?
Yeah, I'm actually in the process of upgrading some equipment. I've got some heat presses. I bought some heat presses when I was in North Carolina just to kind of get the ball rolling. And I did a few jobs here and there, but I'm ramping it back up. I'm actually doing – my father-in-law just passed away last week, and we're having his memorial coming up. So I'm actually I designed the shirts and sent them off to get the transfers made. I'm waiting on them to come back, and then I'll be pressing those shirts. And I'll show those in a video when I'm pressing those. I'll make a video of pressing those shirts. But,
how much does like a heat press cost?
It depends on what you want to spend. The one I'm about to upgrade to is about just under $600, but I got one to get started for I think like $150 off of Amazon.
And so you just need like blank tees, and then you like a SKU or something, or like a logo or something, or
I mean there's different ways. You've got sublimation, which sublimation is there's a special printer.
Is mold is the word I'm looking for.
It's a special ink. Sublimation. That's what these coasters. This was the coasters that I did. These are sublimation. So these are printed off on a printer.
Those are dope.
This is from my wedding. This is a wedding photo, and then this one was just something I pulled off of Google. We're all soccer family. Me, my wife, my kids all play soccer. So these are sublimation. So sublimation is a special ink that when you add heat to it, it turns the ink into a gas, and that adheres to the surface. But it has to be you can't just press it onto anything. So as far as T-shirts, you've got to have the best T-shirt you can have for sublimation is a 100% polyester shirt. Okay. Now, one thing it doesn't do is they don't do white. So so if you're doing like a design, like that's where you if it's got white in it, you're going to want a white shirt. And with sublimation on shirts, you want a lighter shirt because the black shirt's not going to show up everything. So, it's kind of tricky, but dye sublimation, I mean, you can get pretty creative. There's all kinds of stuff. You can coffee mugs. There's a lot of things that are sublimation. I'm done with sublimation. But so that's what I got into with sublimation because I do, like I said, coffee mugs, those coasters. There's all kinds of stuff out there, but T-shirts.
So do you just sell like your own design, or do the companies approach you and say, "Hey, I need 50 shirts of this"? And
I
need like 50 mugs of this.
I'm open if you guys need your T-shirts done, and you don't have a logo. I could dabble a little bit in graphic design, but I've got some people that do. Or if you already have a design, bring it in. I don't have a whatchamacallit, a dang screen press. So I don't have,
Okay.
I can't do, I don't have those. So I send them off to, I've started working with a company called Supercolor. They're a newer company in the market that does that. So I'll send the design off and they put them on a transfer that I just have to press. If you ever gone into like a beach area and they have those shops, you see them always pressing shirts. That's exactly what they are. They've bought their design on transfers and they're just applying them to the shirts as they need them. Makes sense. For right now, that's the route I'm going until we purchase our own house and I have a building of my own that I can expand and buy some bigger equipment.
Roy wants to know what do you do to chill?
What is that? I mean, what's chill? What's chill? I mean, when you're working for yourself, I mean, like I said, I do chill. I go fishing. I love to go fishing. We take the kids to Six Flags. I'm right here in the middle of everything. I'm in Southeast Arlington, so we have everything within 30 minutes of us. I'll be at Cowboys games every Sunday. Just saying.
He said chill though. He said chill. You don't chill when you go to Cowboys games because they always lose the whole time. It's not a really funny atmosphere for you.
I hang out with the kids. That's my thing. I also breed fish. So
you breed fish?
Yes.
Explain how that works.
Well, I mean, you put them in a tank. They do the breeding part. Like I just accommodate and give them a nice hotel to hang out in.
I give them a nice little hotel to hang out in.
Pacific Northwest Picker. I can do some basic design stuff, and I can start. But if you have them already created, then I definitely can use those. I dabble a little bit in graphic design. I'm still learning, but I've got some people that do logo stuff that I can recommend you to. If you don't have one, I got my logo done on Fiverr. So, if you want a cheaper route to go and you just want to get a logo design, there's a lot of artists on Fiverr as well that could do them. But I know Paul's got a friend that did his logo. So, reach out to us.
She does everything for me. Logos, business cards, everything. She knows what she's doing.
Brickhouse, I've got right now I've got guppies and blue-eyed lemon bristlenose plecos. So that is a small algae. It's an algae eater that stays small. They stay about 4 to 6 inches. So just stay tuned. If you guys are interested in the fish part, stay tuned because I'm bringing that content to the channel soon.
I know what breeding fish is, Chris. I'm just wondering how somebody makes money off it. So like, where you just buy 2 fish and then it becomes 6 fish and you sell the 4 fish? Is that how it works?
Guppies, you buy 2, they become 30.
So, guppies just to mess around.
My lemon-nose plecos, you buy 2, they became 275.
And how long?
Well, the plecos can have 100 to 300 babies at a time. So they lay eggs, and then the dad he tends to the eggs. So the mom just comes in, lays the eggs, and bounces.
And then what do you do with the 200 fish?
I sell them. We have a local aquatics association, the Dallas-Fort Worth Aquatics Association. So if you guys, I went live a few weeks ago from an expo. So we have almost like a flea market for fish. So, it's just like going to a card show, but there's people selling fish, anything to do with fish. We had saltwater, freshwater, people that sell plants. So there's a little bit of everything. But I also list and I ship them. So I'll be listing them in my eBay store here soon.
Hallie, her name is Nadia. And if you watch my 1,000 sub giveaway video, not the actual winners, but the video, I put her information in that description. If you want to reach out to her, she's pretty good. So you do fish, you do eBay, you do t-shirts. I'm not really considering Scratch as a business because it's not really a money making thing. Do you? I've seen on your Instagram you do like vending machines or like gumball machines.
I started getting into vending machines when I was in North Carolina, but I sold everything when we moved just because like I was having issues. I was having issues with some of the people that I had where I had the machines. Some of them were like taking some of the product, they were shaking them and then break. I had 2 machines broke. So before I left, I sold everything. So,
oh, wow.
It's something I thought about getting into, but I bought a bunch of machines for cheap and I made money on the machines. So I had them in a couple.
So even when you sold them, you still profited.
Oh yeah. I bought them pretty cheap. And then what I did is I repainted them all. And so I turned around and flipped them. So
I just always wonder like if there's any money in there.
If you guys, the candy, Ray as the entrepreneur is, he did a lot of the candy stuff, and there's a bunch of people in the vending business that make money on it. If I was to get back into it, I want to get into like soda machines, big candy snack machines. That's what I want to get into if I was to get into that. But
hey, Lynn, also Nancy is here. Hi, Nancy. You do all these cool things. What haven't you done that you want to do? And what are you completely avoiding? That's a good question.
I haven't done anything illegal.
that's not what they're asking.
So I haven't done anything illegal.
But it says done that you like. Is there any business adventure that you maybe want to do in the future that you haven't touched yet?
I'm getting into real estate investment. That is the goal right now. Me and my wife, when we moved back here to Texas, we had a goal to buy a piece of property. We're looking to get about 5 acres. And that's going to open up a lot more doors. I'm going to have a building built. So I'll have pretty much like my own warehouse built. I'm going to build a big metal building on there that has a room, an office, a room, for YouTube, and then a place, pretty much a huge fish room. And then the rest of it will be, eBay inventory or what have you. But we want to get into the real estate market. So that's our next goal is to get into the real estate investing, either not necessarily flipping houses, but either doing rentals or Airbnbs.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Now the other part is like, is there anything that you've done in the past business wise that you would maybe advise us not to try?
The way I do things, I usually take a hobby and make money with it. That's usually to be honest with you, that's just what I do. When I mentioned I did cakes at one point, I made a cake for one of my kids. And somebody asked me who did it, and I was like, I did. Like, you want to make some money making us one? So I just started making cakes for like a year. Wasn't a business I had ever planned on hanging out with, but I did it for a little while. But I wasn't, it wasn't something I would do again. I said it was fun. It's just not. Hello, Johnny.
What's up, Johnny? So Julie says her hobby, has several rental properties. So if you have any questions, definitely hit them up.
Definitely.
That's something I want to do in the future. I think it's called the house hacking. I think Camilla and Kang talk about it. So it's pretty much like if you buy a house and start paying a mortgage for it, but then you rent the house out and you rent it out for more than what the mortgage is. Yeah. And people are paying in there and pretty much paying your mortgage and then paying you on top of that. And you pretty much pay the house off by renting it out. Or as if you want to do Airbnbs, it's probably even more lucrative than renting.
We stayed at a few Airbnbs, and I talked to all the owners and just to kind of get an idea. And one lady that we talked to, she had several rental properties, and we actually stayed. The Airbnb was attached to her house. It was like a room. It was like its own building. It wasn't in. You didn't go in her house, but it was on the back side.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah.
She said she made more money renting that room out a month than she did for her rentals because she was making about $1,400 off that room and only like $900 renting the rentals out a month. So
I've had every time I stayed in Airbnb, almost every single time when I went to like travel somewhere, it was Colombia or Ecuador. A lot of those Airbnbs are owned by people who live in the States. So like I'll be messaging them questions, and the guy who owns the Airbnb lives in Chicago. He's like, oh, something's wrong with the door. Let me text my friend, and he's gonna come and help it for you. But and what I asked him, like, why do you do this? And he's like, well, if I ever want a vacation home, I have one. It's here. And then when I don't have one, I'm making money off it by doing Airbnb. It just makes so much sense.
Yeah, if you could have one somewhere else, And I know you don't like where I'm at, being near Cowboy Stadium, but I'm looking for like a townhouse that we can do that because you know how many people come in and rent Airbnbs when they're coming to the stadium even?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, something like that. I'm looking, I'm in a great area for that.
Have you ever made donuts?
I make them for my kids. You want me to make a video, Misha? I make them on Sundays.
So you said you have 8 kids, by the way?
Yes. Okay. Me and my wife together have 8 kids. They range from 23 to 8.
Wow.
23 to 8. And we have 2 left to get out of the house, an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old. So that's it. And that's when the fun's really going to begin.
So you have 6 kids, 18 and plus?
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We have 2 23-year-olds. My oldest daughter and my wife's oldest daughter are literally 1 month apart to the day. And then we have a soon to be 22-year-old, a 20-year-old. We have 19-year-old twins, and then we have the two that are. So yeah,
19-year-old twins.
Yeah.
Were those fun?
Yeah, boy-girl twins. So they were completely opposite. They were easy to tell apart.
I would hope so.
They were easy to tell apart. But
now, do some of them have the same mentality as you are, with like the entrepreneur spirit, or no?
My youngest ones do. My youngest ones do. The oldest ones, my soon-to-be 20-year-old, she helped. She was it was just me and her running my junk removal business. So
really?
Yeah, when she was in high school, she worked with me. So she's got a great work mentality, but she's not, as far as like the entrepreneur side, starting her own business. She's actually she's getting into one of those pyramid scheme things. I'm trying to talk her out of it.
Oh no!
So I think it's one of those nutrition things.
Like Amway or something like that, like
yeah, but it's one of the newer ones. It wasn't Amway. She talked to me about it, and I was like, "Get out of there! Like, don't even, I'm not saying if you guys are one of those people that do the pyramid schemes and you're making money, cool. But I just recommended against it, just because I was like, you can do your own business.
So Misha's requesting a donut video. So there you go.
Okay, you got it. Next time I make donuts, here it's on. I'll make you. They're not anything fancy. They're just sugar donuts, but they're pretty easy to make.
What's up, Kay? Thrive, is that the brand?
It's not Thrive. It's the other one. The It Works. I think it's called It Works. I think that's what it's called. It Works. But hey, she's doing it. I told her. I had one that did Mary Kay, and she stopped doing it.
Yes, Johnny. Great point. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers, future mothers, and as Larry said, to all you stay-at-home dads that are single parent dads. Happy Mother's Day or Father's Day to you guys as well. So I definitely want to mention that before, for sure. Julia says she also wants a donut video. Look at that. We're giving you some ideas, man.
I guess you guys are getting. I'm writing it down right now. Donut video. You got it.
Donut video.
Don't turn me into a cooking channel. I do cook.
Cooking channels can make some money. Do you like a barbecue? Do you like
slow
roast?
Yeah, I air fry. I got everything going on.
That's one thing I'll give you guys in Texas. Your barbecue is way better than almost anybody else.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? I know some of y'all are up in the north. Nah, y'all can't beat over. Come down here. You guys ever come down to the Dallas-Fort Worth area? I'll take you.
I went to Dallas-Fort Worth after the Eagles won the chip. And first of all, Dallas is super nice, guys. I walked around downtown Dallas with an Eagles championship T-shirt on, and everybody was like, "Wow, congrats! We're actually happy. You won. We were actually cheering for you." And also the barbecue I had in Dallas, Fort Worth, Plano, Arlington, best barbecue I ever had. So
if you're ever in Fort Worth, you go to Billy Bob's. Right next door is a place called Cooper's. You'll thank me later. That place is awesome. Right there, I put it on my list. Donut video. So I got a little whiteboard next to me. I'll stick my stickies up too. So.
Also, the best tacos I ever had were also in Dallas. Velvet Taco, I think it was called.
I'll be in Dallas tomorrow. We're taking my mother-in-law out to a place called Mariano's. It's like a Tex-Mex. It's awesome because it's like Mexican food, but everything is smoked. So all the meat, all the shrimp, everything is smoked. It's great.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Be out there tomorrow.
Julia's wondering, do your kids help you with freestyling?
I'm trying to I got one. They want to start their own stuff. I got one that's she's taken over my iPad and she's starting to create. She's messing around with Procreate, my graphic design program, and so she's starting to design stuff. So she might be doing her own T-shirts here soon. So she definitely they're working on some things. My two little ones are always trying to come up with ways to make money. So they're getting it. They're figuring it out.
Yum, you got that right. Oh, Lynn's dad lived in Plano. I loved Plano. Plano is like very underrated city. No one talks about it. It's like 30 minutes north of Dallas, right?
Yeah, it's right on the other side. Yeah, it's on the other. It's about it's about an hour from me.
It's like a very up and coming city. I think a lot of businesses are moving there, right? So it's growing pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's a problem. Texas, everywhere around here is growing so crazy. Like I said, I'm in Southeast, so I went to high school here, and so it's changed so much just in the time that I was gone for 25 years, but everywhere is like building up. There's places going up everywhere. Yes, guys, listen to Roy. Hit the thumbs for the mutant bum. That's me. I'm the mutant bum. By the way, shout out to Misha. Misha gave me the shirt for my birthday. It says I'm kind of a big deal, and it's the Hulk and one of my favorite Marvel characters. So Misha Renee, shout out to you. Oh, we got Glass City here. What's up, Chris or Tonya? Not sure which one of you guys. Glass City's in the house.
Glass City.
They got any more of them Legos? They bring them Legos with them.
It says, nice. I have my kids helping me from day one, and we pay them a percentage of the profit based on how much work they do. Whoa, that's a smart idea. Yeah.
I take mine with me sourcing, so they're kind of seeing me source and what I'm looking for. And, they're always, my kids always talk to, because I talk to everybody. They're like, Dad, do you talk to everybody everywhere you go? And I'm like, yes, I network everywhere I go, because I don't know if I need them, they need me.
That is such a good point right there. And then no matter who it is, you have no clue what they do and how they could help you in the future. Yeah, that's why networking is so important for sure.
Yeah, they if I tell them I'm going sourcing, they don't want to go. But if we just go and they show up, they're like, okay, because they know I'm going to be talking to everybody.
Oh, 2 hip chicks are here. What's up, Dawn? Probably most likely Dawn. I got your peeler right here, Dawn. I've already used it twice. Best peeler in the game. It's a Scotty peeler. So if you have stickers, you ain't got to do it. But this one's cooler because it has 2 hip chicks on it.
Can't beat that. Customized.
It's not just any peeler. It's the best peeler in the game. Chris says he has Legos.
They were giving them away on Buffalo Pickers channel last night, so that's why I mentioned it.
Yeah, they were giving those away. Remember, time was giving away some Funko Pop or something. No, an action figure.
Action figure. Yeah, I gave it away an action figure.
Yeah. Sticker peeler, goodness. So do you sell anything locally? Do you flip furniture or anything like that?
We've been selling our own stuff. If it's too big for me to, when I was doing junk removal, man, I'm hauling off furniture and stuff. And I had a big garage. It was almost like a building in the back of the property. And so I was able to store a lot of stuff. And so I was flipping stuff on, Marketplace. I'll list bigger stuff on Marketplace. I'm a trash guy, so I go around with my truck on trash days and see what's out at the curb.
I figured out you probably did that as well, just based on everything else that you did.
Yeah, we Mondays here. We're in the area that I'm living in. Mondays is our bulk pickup day, so people put anything and everything out to the curb on Mondays. So I'll get up a little early and then make a roll around a couple neighborhoods and see what I can find.
That's awesome. What's the best thing you found ever in someone's trash?
I've picked up a lot of TVs, lawnmowers, a lot of lawnmowers. They leave them over the winter with gasoline in them. And they can't get them started, so they go buy a new one. You clean the carburetor, and they fire right up. So,
what do you mean winter? You have winter?
Well, we don't have winter here, but we did have a freak snowstorm. But if you did, from September here all the way to February, you're not really mowing your grass. So, they leave them sit but yeah, I picked up a lot of stuff like that. Refrigerators. One thing I tell people, if you've got the space, don't be afraid to pick up appliances, because you may not be able to sell the whole appliance, but you can pick parts off of it and they sell great on eBay. Replacement parts are a big thing. I pick up, if I go to thrift stores, I pick up espresso machines, coffee makers, and I part them out, because little stuff that, you buy the whole thing for $6.50 and one part of it's going to sell for $20. So you're already in the profit selling one piece off of an item.
Yeah, I learned that from Commonwealth, from a Dean Hustling Hooks. And because before that, because I buy storage units and I find a lot of appliances in storage units, and I would either sell them whole for $20 locally, or if they didn't work, I would just toss them. Didn't realize that I could sell a cap or a blade or just anything. For example,
the knobs off of a washer and dryer will make you money.
Can't find it now, but I bought this blender for $2 over the weekend, and this part by itself sells for $20 on eBay, while the whole blender sells for $40. But just this one part, just the blade, sells for $20, and I have 4 more parts I can sell it for.
Yeah,
so
we have a Ninja coffee maker, and I found one at a thrift store for $3, and I bought it in the replacement basket that I bought. I paid $25 for a brand new one. So had I found this, that would have saved me $25. But they're selling. I'm gonna part it out on eBay, and I'll even sell the base to it, because people sometimes the unit goes out. They have all the other parts, but the unit goes out. So I'll test the unit, and if it works, I'll just list it. I'm gonna part it all out, because I tend to make more money doing it that way than selling it all at once.
Crystal says same thing with sewing machines. Same thing. I wouldn't know. I haven't dealt with sewing machines yet, but I'm sure it's probably the same thing.
I haven't messed
I have
with
a Ninja coffee maker as well.
sewing machines, but I'll keep that in mind.
Bring in the money. You got that right, Don.
And parts are easier to store. Like, you take you can't store a big wash machine somewhere, but you can pull some parts off of it. A lot of times the power cord for the dryer, that'll make you $15 right there, depending on which one it is. And people just put it out the curb, get you a little toolkit.
Also, those of you guys who go to Goodwill bins and you find big like pots and pans and bins. I saw this on actually Gravity Goods, Cameron's channel. He goes and he just gets the lids of all the stuff that comes in the bins because you pay by the pound. So if you get the whole pot, it weighs a lot of money. But if you just get the lid of it, it weighs nothing. And he sells just the lids on eBay, and he makes a lot of money just selling lids off of pots and pans as well. So it's insane what you can do for sure.
Yeah, you get you a little toolkit and keep in your vehicle. While you're riding around town, you can find all kinds of stuff. You can find all kinds of stuff. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, while you're talking about networking, so I bought some fish off of a guy. I bought some we call them mutt guppies. They're just like what it sounds like. They're guppies that don't breed true, that they've just been mixed, almost like a mutt dog is like different breeds. So I went and bought some mutt guppies off of them.
Learning so much. I've never heard of a mutt guppy before in my life.
To throw in a pond that I'm a mutt guppy pond. So while I was out there, I started talking about what things that I do, that I resell and all this. That guy messaged me the other day. He bought a refrigerator off of somebody that didn't work. So and the guy won't refund him his money. So now he asked me if I'd come pick it up because I told him I sell the parts. I'm getting a Samsung refrigerator for free that I know for a fact I can part it probably works. It's probably something simple to fix, which I'm going to do first. Is I'm going to have a repair guy come out and see what's working. He said all the buttons and everything. It's one of those smart refrigerators, has like a monitor in it or something, has like a TV screen.
Yeah, I don't get those, but
yeah, he said everything powers up except it doesn't cool. So it's probably something to do with the motor. But he's like, if you come pick it up, you can have it.
Yeah, you can definitely probably part that thing out.
Yeah, so sure. I'm gonna go pick it up. I've got a storage unit now that's got plenty of room in it, so I can go toss it in there. I'm gonna take it apart, and then I'll scrap the rest of it.
So, do you just sell on eBay online, or do you use other platforms?
Right now, eBay is the only online platform. I have a Mercari account. I've not posted anything to it yet, so okay. I just never. I said I've been doing eBay since eBay. eBay's always been good to me. People complain about the fees. You know what? Go get your own website and then drive millions of people to your own website and see what that costs you. For the percentage that eBay takes, if you price your stuff right and you learn the ways of those fees, number one, those fees are all tax deductible. So it's not really you're getting penalized for the fees, but you can get your ad stuff promoted and you can make money. So if your cost of goods are good and you factor in all those things, the fees are nothing. I don't worry about the fees. I don't even sweat the fees at all because I know I'm making money. My business bank account tells me I'm making money.
The fees was never my option. My problem. My problem was just them always having the buyers back to the sellers. That's always been my problem with them. But
yeah, and I'm hoping with the eBay managed payments, they're taking a lot of that out because a lot of that was PayPal. PayPal would back the customer up a lot longer, and once the customer base learned that, eBay only gave them 30 days. PayPal gave them 6 months. So it was easy for them to go through PayPal, and I think that's why they cut a lot of their ties with PayPal. The only part I have with eBay managed payments, and I ran into this last week, okay? I get paid. I do mine paid daily. So I want the money going into my account. Yeah, just because when I'm outsourcing, I want to have, those funds coming in. I thought about doing it. I did it at first by the week. Then I was like, I don't want to wait. So, but what I ran into the other day is the fee for my store, which is I just have a basic store. So it's like $21.95. I sold an item and I didn't have any money. I didn't have a balance pending. But they took the $21.95. So it was negative. And the item I sold, because it was still, they hadn't taken it out of my checking account yet. So it showed up there as pending as negative $21.95 because I didn't have any sales. Well, then I sold an item that I only got $22 or something for. So it wouldn't allow me to print my shipping label because the difference of what was pending and what was negative, and then the cost of the $8 it was going to cost me to ship, it wouldn't let me print. I had to go outside of eBay in order to print that label. And I called them, and they said that
I never had that issue before. That's crazy.
It only happened because, like I said, that $21.95 was pending and it hadn't come out of my checking account yet. And so I asked the guy, can I have my monthly fee go directly to that checking account? And he said, no, it has to go through the managed payment system. It was a fluke that I sold an item that didn't have enough money in it, and it wouldn't be able to offset the balance because it still had a negative balance of like $15 or something.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, and I called him.
Never had that issue. Yeah.
Yeah. I called him, and he said, yeah, the guy, he was real nice. He's like, he understands it. And so I tried. He's like, there's no way around it. But I was like, well, maybe somebody needs to take note that we might need to be able to, maybe we should be able to take and direct our monthly, store fee to come directly out of a source instead of having to go through the managed payment system. So that way you don't run into that problem. But I've only had it happen that one time. Just like I said, it happened to be that was still posting the day I sold an item that I didn't have enough money to cover both. But
so,
I said, I love eBay.
Back to the fridge toggle over. Don says, check out line by the model number. It may be a really easy problem that they can fix. So
exactly. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I can fix it, or I can find somebody. I said, it might just be that, it might need some new Freon or something, or it might need a line or something replaced. But like I said, it'd be worth it for me to have I'll have an appliance guy come out and take a look at it, and
yeah, a lot of the times when people throw things out, it's actually really easy to fix. People just don't really want to do it, or they have a warranty and they just want to go and get a new item themselves. But like you said before, with lawnmowers, I used to pick them up all the time, and usually it's just how you said, like dumping the fuel line in, spraying it down, putting new fuel in, or it's as easy as a spark plug. Just take a spark plug out, put a new spark plug in, and then the lawnmower works.
I had one lady, and I went to do a junk removal job, and she had this mower. She's like, "Can you take this mower? It doesn't seem to run." I said, well, so I checked it out. She was an older lady, and she's like, I don't really want to buy a new one, but it's not working. It didn't have gas in it. It was something as simple as we put gas in it, it fired right up. It was out of gas. So I mean, it's some people, they just don't look at things. Like I used to tell my kids that my junk removal business was all centered around, and don't take this the wrong way, but lazy people. I was doing work that they could do themselves. They could take stuff to the dump and dump it and not have to pay me to come pick it up, but they just didn't want to do it.
What's up, Leroy? How you doing?
Leroy, what's going on? Cajun,
do you know Leroy? Do you know Leroy, TJ?
Oh, yeah. Leroy's the tool god.
Leroy's also a hustler.
If you need to know something about tools, Leroy, blood, sweat, and cell, that's your man right there.
Yes, sir. I want to have him on in the future episode for sure. He's a good time.
Yeah,
he knows a lot about it. He knows a lot about a lot.
Yeah, he helped the other Paul sell some tools, which was awesome.
Yeah. So that's the beautiful part about this community too, is that don't be afraid to reach out to anybody if you have any questions. Like I'm sure Leroy would be happy to answer about tools, anything like that. Anything like that. Definitely reach out to anybody. Like I'm sure Chris, if you're still in chat, Cajun, it's good with plush. Ask him about plush. People asking me about stuff that if I know anything, I'll definitely try to answer it. And if I don't know it, I'll try to guide you to somebody who will know. So if you have any questions about reselling, about YouTube, about anything online, don't be afraid to reach out.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Hit me up on, if you go to any of my videos, my email, my Instagram, all my social media is listed. Hit me up. If I don't have an answer, I'll find somebody that does.
Is it plugged in?
Exactly. Hey, you'd be surprised. Hey, when my wife or kids come and say something's not working, the first thing I say is it plugged in? That's start with the basics.
And then they ask, what's the plug?
And why you're laughing? Just yesterday. So we just got a brand new vacuum because our other one went out on us. So my daughter was trying to, and she's like, Dad, the vacuum's not working. So my wife went to look at it. She's like, honey, it's not working. I said, okay, did you check the plug? Well, it's plugged in. The plug wasn't working. I put it in the other plug. The vacuum fired right up. The plug
it was just that.
It's that simple, guys. Start with the basics.
Yep.
I always tell people start with the basics.
I know a guy. Yep. That's the best feeling. It's like, yep, you need something? I know a guy.
Hey, exactly. I said, I don't have all the answers. I'll never be claimed to be an expert in anything, but I know a lot of people that probably are. So I can direct you in multiple directions.
So, what is in the future for the Jarhead channel? What should we expect if we subscribe to you? What kind of content?
Okay, I do have some things. Like I said, I do scratch lottery tickets. Once I get the channel monetized, I do plan on moving that to a separate channel. And the reason being is that stuff is kind of like a niche group of people that watch. A lot of people that just watch lottery tickets, and I want to move it to a separate channel so I can focus more on the entrepreneur side on this channel. But the reason I kept this here is because people are watching this stuff. People are watching the videos. They're getting, a lot of hits. I've done a lot of unboxing. My two biggest videos were unboxings. One was a mystery box from Target, and the other one I think was some clearance sport card boxes I found at Walmart. So I'm bringing a lot more of the entrepreneur stuff to the channel. Starting with eBay. I've ramped up my eBay. I just went and rented a 10 by 20 climate controlled storage to move all my eBay inventory from the garage into one location because I have it spread all out through the house. And so I want to I'm pushing all that into a storage unit because that'll put, number one, it'll push me because now I have $112
monthly
overhead that I got to cover. So, and it's climate controlled where my garage, if anybody has been in Texas heat, my garage, it's like a sweat box. So it'll actually give me a place to go, do some, organization and stuff in a climate controlled area. I've got AC, I've got electricity over there.
And you can finally park your car, right?
Nah, I leave mine in the driveway. We're setting up my old office used to be where my father-in-law was living. We moved him in. When we moved him in December, I moved everything out of my office and set the room up for him. So we're slowly going to be putting I'm putting a pretty much wall-to-wall countertops all the way around that room to move my heat press, all my crafting stuff, my cup turners, my sublimation printers, all my glitter. So I'm going to have a room with.
I feel like that would be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, a place to show tutorials. I do vinyl decals. So I'm going to do a lot of the entrepreneur stuff and what I do to make money. So you'll get a chance to see it. I'm in my bedroom right now. So that's where my office moved to. So we're in the process of setting this stuff up, but I have family coming in for the memorial at the end of this month. So it's going to be, I didn't want to take that space right now because we're going to be putting some air mattresses in there for some people to sleep while they're here visiting. So after Memorial Day, I'll be able to get rock and roll, putting that room together. And then you guys will start seeing a lot of stuff. Plus I'm buying, like I said, I'm upgrading my heat press. I'm buying a new sublimation printer and upgrading that. I've got a new camera coming. So I'm getting ready to get the camera here this week. So like I said, the business bank account is showing that eBay's working. So hello, Jen, how are you? So there's a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm actually going to get more in the nitty gritty. If you guys like DIYs, I'm a DIY guy. Even if it costs me more money to build it, I know it's built right. I build my own fish tank stands. I build a lot of stuff out of PVC. So you guys will see a lot more of that.
It seems like there's a whole mishmash of stuff coming to the channel. So if you guys like eBay, it's there. If you guys like printing, it's there. DIY is there. Even baking. He promised donut videos in the future.
I owe you guys a donut video. So you never know. I have a Ninja air fryer. So
there we go. Air fryer videos, barbecue, smoker.
I'll teach you how to breed fish. The fish breeding is coming.
Fish.
So for all my aquarium, if you guys are interested in fish. Like I said, and I will be selling those fish on eBay. So I will have those.
You sell it on eBay?
Yeah. Hey,
the fish?
Yeah. Yes.
You could sell a fish on eBay.
Go type in any kind of fish. Go type in guppy in eBay. They're there. Yes, you can ship live fish. You have to. There's certain days of the week you can ship them. And if you're interested in learning, stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to teach you.
I am searching guppy right now because I don't believe you. You can
type in.
Oh my goodness.
Type in gup. I have half black red rose guppies that I'm breeding, so you can look those up. Look up blue-eyed
guppies just sold for $40 with $15 shipping.
They're there, guys.
How does it not die in transport?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what. I just shipped a couple weeks ago. I shipped 5 guppies and one of my plecos to another YouTuber, Michael's Fish Room up in New Jersey. He's putting a muck guppy pond together, and so he gave us all like a $25 gift card if you sent him 5 guppies. So I added a bonus and sent him one of my plecos as well. The lady at the because I have live fish stickers on all my boxes, all 4 sides of the box. The lady looked at me like, did you just, are the fish going to live? And I'm like, yeah, they've got air. She's like, she goes, are they in bags? And I'm like, no, I just threw them in there. I just threw them in the box. Like, do I need to put them? Like, she was serious. Like, she didn't know. But yeah, the fish can live. They can live in a bag. There's oxygen and water in the bag.
Do you have a video of you shipping them yet?
Not yet. I will. That was my first time shipping. That was my first time shipping.
Want to see that.
And they all made it. They all made it to New Jersey. No problem. You just got to be careful. Like, I will only ship fish Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, because those are the days they won't get stuck over the weekend in transit. So they can't get stuck. Like, they don't want to arrive a place on Saturday and then stay there till Monday. So you just gotta ship priority or higher. The best to do is overnight. But how do you guys think your fish get to Petco and PetSmart? They're shipped there.
No. They grow them back there.
Yeah, they're not growing them back there. So, but yeah, definitely. If you guys are interested in that stuff's coming. Now that I don't mean the wrong way. Now that my father has passed and we're getting the grieving stuff out of the way and we're getting the memorial done. My schedule's I was his primary caregiver because I was here. So it took away a lot from me doing what I do for the last 5 months. But I enjoyed every minute of it.
Fish are friends, not food. Thank Chris.
Hey.
Yeah, Johnny, I did not know. I figured that fish were sent some way. Just I know of my past experiences with eBay and shipping and the USPS losing my boxes, I would not trust to ship.
It does happen. I mean, it does happen. But like I said, you just got to be smart with how you do it. I can order fish right now from Thailand and Philippines, and then have them shipped here. Yeah, I can.
Thailand?
Yeah. Where do you think a lot of your betas? That's where they come from. They come from Thailand.
So what is how long does that process take?
So what they do is they have a transshipper, and I'll get into all that because my time's coming up. But there's a transshipper, and so you have to send fish transshipper to transshipper. And now I know the transshipper here personally because he comes to our fish expos. He sells his own fish, but so he's like an importer for the fish. So they have to be sent from one transshipper to the other, and it's all about the paperwork for the fish. But they put them on a plane, and then the transshipper here goes and picks them up at the airport, and then I can pick them up directly from him, so I can just meet him at the airport. But the transshipper, if they have to ship them out, they ship them out to different places. But that's how your fish come from other countries. Yeah, it's an awesome thing.
Yeah, same here, Johnny. Looking forward. Yeah, definitely bring some more fish videos. And sorry for your loss. Yeah, I already told you that probably, but for sure.
Yeah, it was something we knew was coming. It just doesn't make it any easier.
Yeah. All right. So before I kick you out, right? You still have a little bit of time. No, we're not talking about that. So talk about your live shows that you have coming up today, tomorrow.
Yes. Okay. So in order, obviously,
I'll give you the full screen.
I need watch hours, but I do go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And out of respect for Paul, even though he won't listen, I made sure my shows were after his, so that I gave him a good 2-hour cushion, because he did give me crap on his live. But I pop into his live. It was a joke. I pop into his live before I pop into mine. But I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'm also live. I have Saturday Night Live with Jarhead at 7 p.m. on Saturday nights, Central Standard Time. All those shows are pretty much just kind of like this. Anything goes. I'll have some topics. I don't have any guests. So if you guys are wanting to come on shows, my calendar is empty. So I haven't really reached out to anybody, but I'm there. And then on Sundays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, is live scratching lottery, Texas lottery tickets with TJ. It's a good time. So if y'all want to do me any favor, the favor I can do is just go hit that all watch time video and hit my all videos and get me some more the watch hours. But for my 2K subscriber challenge, put me big, Paul.
Hold on, because Steve lost the link, so you can stay on for a little bit longer. I'm sending the link right now.
All right, so I'm only like 1,065 subscribers, but I do have something that I've got planned for when I hit 2K subscribers, and I'm also hoping at that time I'm monetized because it's going to be a Toe of Satan challenge. I have 3 of them.
Oh gosh,
I have 3 toes of Satan. If you guys watched Mark's live stream, sarcastic. I'm doing the same challenge at 2K, but I'm also going to be raising money for a charity. A friend of mine runs a charity in Missouri called Warrior Catfishing, where he takes veterans out catfishing. The reason I'm doing it for his organization is because of COVID, they lost a lot of their fundraising capabilities, so they've been coming out of pocket. It didn't slow them down. It didn't hamper them from taking veterans out. They're still taking veterans out. They take them out. They start in April and they go all the way through September. They take them out 100% free to the veteran. They provide all bait, food, the gas for the boat. All the veteran has to do is show up. So I'm going to be trying to raise money. All super chats and all donations will be given directly to Warrior Catfishing, and I'm going to have I'm going to have Tommy. He's also another YouTuber, so I don't think he'll see this, but he might see it when I haven't told him what I'm doing yet. But I'm going to bring him on the live. I have one other YouTuber already that's offered up one. A buddy Kyle of mine. He's another fish guy. So I have one more available. If anybody wants to join me in this challenge, I'm going to be doing it live after I hit 2K subs. So Paul's already. Nobody wants to do it. Victoria turned it down. Paul's turned it down. So I've got, like I said, 2 are accounted for. I still got 1 available. But I appreciate everybody. Look forward to hanging out and learning from everybody. And I appreciate this is the first guest appearance that I've appeared as a guest, like other than just I've popped into a few live streams. So I appreciate Paul, even though he doesn't like me because I'm a Cowboys fan, but it's okay. I told him we can be friends all but 2 days a year. So exactly. I appreciate him for bringing me on, and I look forward to to working with everybody and having fun learning. That's what it's all about, helping each other and learning.
All right, TJ, thanks a lot.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Be good. Hit that thumbs up.
Bye.
Bye.
So while TJ is gone, we have Steve in the back room, but I got to bring up Steve's video before I introduce him. So let's do it.
Hey, guys. Want to see something crappy? Look at this. This is where I live. Let's see. I just got back from lunch at 5 o'clock. Oh, boy. I'm doing a liquid lunch. I cracked the bud. It's 1:30. Why not? On a Sunday, and I'm working. Gotta have some kind of fun in life, right? And avocado and butter, but yeah, man, look at this. New York maple syrup and Kerrygold butter. Damn! I'm getting fat today. It's like you did your research, man.
I didn't realize how much talking about food and beer on your channel until I started watching them all back to back.
Pancakes and beer. That's what I live for that.
As I promised, I got a cold one out just for you. So
Nice.
I knew you would have one as well.
I got it.
There you go.
IPA cooking.
So cheers to you, sir. This is
Cheers,
Steve's first time ever being on an interview as well, right? So we have 2 people the first. So let me I guess you give a chance to introduce yourself. Tell people who you are.
Well, if you didn't get all the info from the great thing you put together, I'm a reseller. I resell everything and anything you could possibly imagine.
There you go.
I'm an ex-carpenter. I retired about 3, maybe 4 years ago, and I started building cabinets. I ran out of wood, so I started knocking down buildings for cabinets, and a lot of the buildings were full of junk. So thank you, Jen. I can't throw anything out. I'm cheap. So I just started reselling. I've got a barn. I've got a 15,000 square foot barn out there. I might as well do something with it, right?
to drink minimum. You got that right here.
Yeah, it's jam-packed with junk. We put in a room, about a 1,200 square foot room with nicer stuff that we clean up and fix, put together. And I have weekend barn sales and a cat.
Looks like you have a cat.
Yeah. And yeah, we do weekend barn sales every weekend. I try to get rid of some stuff, and it's been working out. I sell on Etsy, eBay, and Mercari. And I just recently looked into listing perfect listing. What the hell is it called?
List perfectly. The cross posting website. Yeah.
Yep. Just looked into that, and I think I'm going to be posting on maybe 2 or 3 more sites.
There you go.
So,
Brickhouse on Instagram. Jenna's killing it with the links. Jenna's awesome.
Oh, yeah, she's great. I love her.
Yeah. So tell us about your YouTube. How long did you have it, and why did you start it?
Because I don't have enough to do. It just seemed the natural thing to do, you know. I have a friend. There's a guy down the road from here, Phil Monteleone, the book peddler. For some crazy reason, he decided to put a bookstore together here in Smithville Flats, and he's kicking ass. He's kicking ass on it. He's got a YouTube channel. If you guys like books, check out Phil, the book peddler. Great guy.
Jen, can you find that link for us? I'm sure Jen can.
Yeah. Great guy. He lives right up the road. I live in a town where there's like 2,000 people.
Oh.
There's really not a lot of people here. And what was my point? Oh, YouTube. He's on YouTube, and we both kind of got on at the same time. And it just seemed the natural thing to do, you know. My problem is I can't focus. You know, I do antiques. I do like a daily vlog sometimes, weekly, bi-weekly.
Say daily stretching.
Yeah, I tried that daily thing. We were talking about that the other day. I tried the daily thing for a month. No.
Yeah, look, Jen found it.
If you got a real job, you can't do it. Thank you. Thanks,
Jen. Sub them.
Yeah, you know, it's just, and you were saying you did it for daily for 3 months.
I used to do, but back when I first started YouTube, I used to do daily for like 3 months straight. Like probably, not 3 months straight, but probably like 60 videos in a row. And it just burned me the heck out. So I was like, I'm not doing that ever again.
It's too much. It's just too much to do.
I respect like Alani with Shed Flips just so much more now because he's been doing daily for like 2 years straight, and I don't know how he does it, but he does.
And he's a one-man show too. Well, he's got his wife now, but yeah, I mean, he was a one-man show.
Mm-hmm.
To run, to source, and to list, and do everything else in between, and then do a YouTube show.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much, man.
And then people don't realize like stuff like you said when you were doing your demo video, your SD card just didn't want to work, and you think you recorded it, and then the footage is gone. Like it happens to me quite a bit, and I'm like, well, that's fun.
Yeah, I had 2 20-minute videos. It stalled out 3 seconds. The video stalled out 3 seconds into it, and I have 19 minutes of audio. You know,
just put that up. Just put audio. No. Audio only, Steve video.
No, it had my big old head and me talking. You know, nobody wants to see that.
So, how long have you been in the demo business?
About 3 years.
Oh, really? Just recently?
Yeah, we started. I used to build homes, so we don't really demo them. We deconstruct them. We take them down slowly, and
okay.
Salvage everything. We salvage absolutely everything.
Hence the name.
Huh?
Hence the name, right?
Pretty much.
So, like, even like the wood and stuff inside the walls, all of that.
Everything from trim to doors and windows.
Barnwood is huge up here.
Mm.
It's actually pretty big everywhere now. People are using it for interiors. They
Mhm.
make stuff out of it. So nothing goes to waste.
So you said you have a farmhouse sale. Do people come from out of town just to shop at your farm?
Yeah, it's crazy because I'm 45 minutes away from anything. The nearest, I have a general store that's 2 minutes away, but say you want to go to Walmart or Tractor Supply or any big stores like a Target, it's a 45-minute ride.
Wow.
Yeah, there's nothing here but trees.
I've noticed.
Yeah. We had snow this morning.
Whoa.
No, it was 30 degrees today.
We had a hailstorm here for like 30 seconds, and I was complaining.
It's awful.
I missed. Where's he's located? I would say the closest thing to you is like what, Rochester, right? Or would that be like the closest thing to you?
I'm about an hour south of Rochester, maybe an hour, 10 minutes. I'm closer to Pennsylvania.
Oh, so like Binghamton, like that area?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I
40
have
minutes.
some family in Binghamton.
No kidding. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
also middle of nowhere.
I'm 40 minutes north of Binghamton.
Okay, there you go.
There's a little town called Green.
So like central New York would be, or like southwestern New York. I guess.
Yeah, I'm south of Central. I'm in what's called the southern tier of New York.
She used to live in Ithaca. Is that close to it?
Ithaca's close. Yeah. Yep.
Dana used to live there.
Sorry?
Dana used to live there. So.
Oh, yeah. Ithaca's a great town. There's a little antique store called Found up there. It's like a high-end antique shop. It was pretty cool. They when I used to make stuff, they asked me to show some of my stuff there, and it was fun. It was fun. I met a lot of nice people.
So where do you source besides the demos?
Everywhere, from curbs to estates. I'll buy entire houses out to one room to one piece.
Wait, you buy entire houses?
Oh yeah, yep.
Like just the stuff inside, right? Not the house.
Yeah, the stuff. Yeah, I have bought entire houses, but yeah, I'll buy everything. I've done it several times in the last couple of years. You know, a lot of times the husband dies, the widow calls up and says, "Look, I'm moving to Florida to a condo, and I've got an 8-room house." You know the story. And it's got to go. So I'll just give her a price and buy everything. And
they usually accept, right?
Yeah, usually. I try not to be too cruel, but I have to make a profit. Profit. Plus, you got all the time invested in going there, picking it up, bringing it home. It's got to be cleaned. It's got to be researched. It's got to be priced, and it's got to be stored. You're sitting on this stuff for a while. So,
your cat's back. Hey, what's up, Iris Collins? Thank you, Iris. Got the drink right here.
Yeah, man.
So, are you like a one-man crew, or do you have people that help you full-time, part-time, anything like that?
Excuse me. I was a one-man show for about a year and a half, and then I got a guy that works part-time, and I just recently pulled somebody in full-time.
Wow.
She has been a huge help. If you watch my videos, you'll see the progression. I mean, things have really.
She your like secret lister? Is that what you're referring to?
That's my other one. Yeah, she prefers not to be named. She is an insane help, man. I'll tell you. I do most of the initial listing on eBay, and she stays home. This COVID thing really screwed everything up. So she stays home, and she's got full access to all my online stuff. She'll cross-post from eBay to Mercari and Etsy for me. And that's why I'm looking into this listing perfectly thing, because I'll add on Poshmark, and I think they have 3 other ones, 3 maybe 4 other.
Yeah, I use Vending, so it's a little bit different, but it also has like Etsy, Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, Grailed, I think Depop, and Tradesy now. Yeah, there's a bunch on there.
Yeah,
But I think List Perfectly, I think also has Facebook, which is why I want to switch.
that's
because
right.
List has Facebook and then it doesn't.
Yeah.
And just give you guys a little the power of Facebook. I listed 4 things yesterday on Facebook for my eBay, and 2 of them sold overnight.
Was it local sales or?
Nope, online.
Oh, wow.
I listed a camera, an old Nikon camera that sold for more than I was asking for on eBay.
Mhm.
And same thing, I listed this Walkman right here. I had this up for eBay for almost a week now. Nothing happened. Listed it overnight onto Facebook. It sold for full asking price overnight.
Very nice.
So the Facebook is the new thing, man. Facebook Marketplace online. People will spend insane money and it sells really quick.
That's it. I think in a couple of years, Facebook is going to kick eBay's ass.
I'm on that same train. People say it's crazy thoughts, but I like it. Like if Facebook wants to, like if that's their goal, they will do it. It depends if Facebook wants to do it or not. That's my mindset.
That's it. If eBay doesn't start changing their tune for the sellers, they really don't give a crap about their sellers much.
Very true.
It sucks, but
I'm sure like I've had a lot of issues. I'm sure you probably have the same issues as me. Very very similar issues, and Facebook fees right now are 5% compared to eBay's like 12 or almost 13. Facebook fees are 5%. So it's Kent, new name for me. He says Facebook customer service is amazing. So far, I had one person try to return an item on Facebook as not described, and Facebook looked at the case and ruled with me. I've never had eBay rule with me ever.
Yeah.
any not described case. I had one. Haven't been able to find any. The only reason I had to deal with it was because of the case. I actually never tried to reach out before, so I don't know. But it's been pretty good. I had no issues. It's also like just the how you call it, the honeymoon period maybe. That's why I like it so much, because it's just new. But bingo, Jen. Oh, there's no customer. Well, I'm sorry. I had somebody try to return and they didn't let him. So I don't know what kind of customer service that is, but maybe it's not as good for buyers right now, but for sellers it's pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to raise their fees once they get rolling.
Yeah,
but
I was on Mercari in the very beginning, and like the first 2 years, Mercari had 0 fees. So like I had no clue how they were making money. First 2 years, there was like 0 fees at all with Mercari. So I'm sure it's going to switch in the future. But my thing is, if they start to figure out how to make international shipping happen, if Facebook develops a good cheap option for that, then it's game over. Because Facebook has 2 billion users. So like imagine if somebody from like Russia wants to buy something from me and Facebook gives them an affordable way to ship it to him. Yeah. It's going to be a complete game changer. Right? Yeah,
it's going to be huge, and I want to get in soon. You know, so I think
this perfectly is a good way for you to try it.
For sure. Yeah, I mean it's a full-time gig for me now, so I stopped doing all the cabinets and all the woodworking, and
like I told you, you got to get out of the demo, man. like if you can do demo and then have people do demo for you, then it's good. But
it's killing me. I just hit 60 about a month ago. This last demo job kicked my ass. I've been out of it, but we finished it up 3 days ago. I'm still hurting.
Wow.
Yeah, it still hurts.
So tell me, what is the coolest thing you ever found when you did a demo?
I don't know. Grossest was a mummified cat. I still got it. That was on a hoarder video I did up in Norway.
A mummified cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did a hoarder video.
Did not expect that.
This guy, Joe Yacano, up in Norwich. He's a guy up there. He bought a house. It was a hoarder house. It was a mess. And we're up in the barn, and he saw that I buy just about anything. He goes, "Hey, you want a cat?" The hell am I going to do with a cat? He goes, "It's a dead cat." I go, "Well, of course, I'll buy it." And
Of course, I'll buy a dead cat. Why not?
I'll tell you, I had it sold.
You sold it?
Yeah. There's a Facebook site, a taxidermy site.
My goodness.
Dude, I can sell anything.
Steve, I sold a mummified cat. There you go.
Yeah, man. But that turns out to
Misha
be
wants to know what condition is the cat. It's gone already, Misha.
that turned out to be my highest viewed. I got about 7,200 views on that video.
Wow.
It was nuts,
Fire my son every day, but he does help me. Do you pay your kids? Well, I don't have any kids, Cheryl, so that's the wrong answer for me. Or that question for me. Steve, do you pay your kids?
I got kids, but they live in Jersey.
Oh, they're close to me. I don't like it.
Yeah. No, I got 3 girls. They're doing great in Jersey. Yeah. Nah, they don't have any interest in this.
Yeah.
Too
So
cold.
what about when you buy houses out? What's the coolest thing you found there?
I've found some good finds. I found what's called an atomic clock. When I found it, I had no idea what it was. It was a glass and brass clock, square. Excuse me. It had this little thing in it that turns back and forth, and it's a clock that runs on the atmosphere.
I'm Googling it now right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The thing, I picked it up and it was heavy, so I kind of realized it was something, but I had no idea what it was.
Does it look like a bomb or something?
It's kind of a really classy bomb.
that is crazy looking.
It's I put it up online. Well, I did some research. I think I put it up for $1,600, and I got 12 for it. $1,200 for this thing.
Dang.
Nice sale, man. It was just a pick call. The parents died, and they wanted to get rid of. I'm sorry, I'm moving so much.
You're still in frame, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was just a pick. It was just a call. She's like, my parents died. We need to sell the house. Everything needs to go. Come and buy stuff. So I made a big pile. I filled my truck, gave her a price, and this was included in the stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. There was another one. This was an older guy. He had a farm up here in upstate New York. He sold the house, and the barn was loaded. He grew up in this house. It was full of his brother's, his and his sister's stuff. The man was 83 years old, and he had toys from when he was a kid. Tin toys, trains. I filled a truck and 2 trailers full. But there was this one little Japanese space car stuck in the bottom of a box. We put it up on auction, and it just went nuts. I think that sold for about $1,300.
How big is the car?
Maybe a foot, 12 inches, a 1962 Japanese tin space car. There was a little bubble on the top with a guy inside with a helmet on shooting a machine gun. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So you got to go on every call. Every one. Every single one. There's a lot of crappy ones, but
Now you said you live in the middle of nowhere. How far are these calls you have to drive to get to there?
I try not to go farther than an hour. I don't want to I don't want to drive any farther than an hour. I see these guys, they go 4 or 5 hours away. You know, I don't want to do that. My time, I'd rather spend my time here doing stuff than spending it in the truck. Yeah. No.
So how do you optimize your time when you are just at work in the office? What do you do?
I don't stop. But today,
What's up, Mike?
Saturday, I had to be out here for the barn sale.
Mm-hmm.
And when it slows down, I come in and ship orders. I'll pack orders. I'll get stuff ready to go. I'll list stuff, take pictures. I had Jordan here helping me out today, so she was out. She just goes nuts. She has fun in the store. I've got a little room upstairs. My barn is a converted dairy barn. They used to have cows here, lots of cows. So there's the milk room, there's a little dairy, there's an apartment. And one of the rooms upstairs used to be, they would blow silage, cow food, up into this attic room. So I converted it into a book loft. The book peddler down the road has a lot of overflow. So I said, come on, man, load it up. So he's got over 1,000 books upstairs. And we put up a bunch of tie-dye stuff, and Jordan's been going nuts. She's just been having fun. So there's a couch, there's a little place to sit. I'll have coffee up there and drinks, and just hang out, read books, and do whatever you feel like doing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun room.
So do you have a death pile?
I've got a death barn. I got more stuff. Holy crap, man.
Got a death barn. Never heard that one before.
I've been seriously thinking, I watch a guy, Curiosity Incorporated. Alex, he's up in Canada, and he's got a small brick and mortar. I guess it's a decent sized brick and mortar. And what he does with his overflow, stuff that he doesn't want in his shop, he takes it to an auction house, and they just auction it off. And I'm seriously thinking that's what I may have to start doing, because man, I have way too much stuff. It's coming in constantly, and I have people coming here all the time. They just bring.
Do you ever consider opening your barn for more than weekends?
I'm thinking about it. I'm going to start doing Fridays, and eventually I want to do it all week. I'm just going to turn it into a giant antique barn. So it'll be all week long.
Yeah, I guess if you don't have any demo jobs, you can be there the whole time, right? That's the only thing that's stopping you, right?
That's it. I don't want to do demo anymore.
Look at Jen, the Curiosity Inc. link.
There you go.
Jen's insane.
I love her.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And then there's, the Craigslist hunter. He's probably one of the first guys I started watching. Pete.
Yep.
Pete's great. He's got a huge brick and mortar, and he used to do lots of cleanups and stuff. And he was kind of my inspiration, because you can see the guy's doing well, and he's still jumping in dumpsters for packing materials, And he's got a great show. Really good show.
Oh, look at that. See, Mike says once a quarter I take my death pile to the flea market and start all over again. Well, that's a pretty good idea right there.
Yeah.
I had a huge death pile that I was waiting for the auction companies to take, but then COVID happened and they didn't want to take it for like 6 months, so I just started slowly chipping away at it, listing on eBay. But that's a good idea with the flea markets. Maybe I should start doing that as well. But like, it seems like Steve, you have some good stuff that the auctions will take. So like, if you bring it to an auction house, I'm sure they'll probably take most of it, if not all of it.
Yeah, I'd like to.
You get a way better price for an eBay, right? That's the problem. Or at your barn. Yeah.
But if you got to offload stuff, you know what? Just get rid of it. When before I opened my place up for business, I was helping a guy run a shop down in Green, down in town from us, and he had an auctioneer he knew, and he would bring him in once a month, and they would just auction stuff off right there at the site, and he'd allow people to do like tailgate auctions too. So people would bring their junk in, and on the tailgate of the pickup truck, the auctioneer would just sell stuff, and he'd make a good percentage. Yeah,
Never heard of a tailgate auction before.
me either. It worked for a little while, but it kind of died out. Really didn't work all that well. Sorry, I'm trying.
Nothing like a self-prepared old white man with a bald head. Uh-oh, Shell's already flirting.
I got a little bit.
Hey, yeah, you got her all flustered. If you guys have any questions for Steve, just type them out. I'll try to get to them when I can. I just been watching Steve for a couple months now, and he's been one of my like unicorn guests. I always want, like when I started this concept, like I really want Steve on because I think he has a lot of info to share, and I haven't seen him ever on a live before, so this is like his first time. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Crazy. It's your first one, and TJ was in front of you. It was also his first one. So yeah, both of you guys, yeah.
Oh, that's
cool.
It's
pretty exciting. So hopefully, you guys, Steve, are you available to do this again? If somebody else asks you, would you be able to go on other shows?
Absolutely.
There you go. See? So guys available.
Yeah, I've been asked. I've been asked by a couple people. I can't remember who. Lobster. Do you know Lobster?
Yep.
Yeah, he asked me, and somebody else. I don't remember.
It's good to know you like me more than Lobster. It's good to know.
Oh, hell yeah. He's got a fun show. But man, yeah, you're killing it with these lives, man. You know?
I have a lot of fun doing them, and people seem to enjoy them. So why stop, right?
Keep it going.
Hey, what's up, Mark? You know this guy?
Yeah,
Steve?
yeah. Yep.
This guy's a maniac.
Yep.
there's no other way to describe him. Got the scope. You got that right. Yeah, because like I think I mentioned to you, like when I watch your channel, I think of like American Pickers, like the history show. That like just reminds me of like what your channel is about. When I just see you walking around your barn and just see like just stuff everywhere, and it's like not just like junk, like you call it junk. I remember.
There's a lot of junk. There's a lot of junk.
It just looks so awesome. It's like me watching like American Pickers every single day when you're just walking through your barn.
I hear that at least once a day. Has the American Pickers been here? Like, no, they were doing a run through of New York up here. And
I appreciate that.
I figured I'd give them a call and tell them to come up. And I made the mistake of telling them I had kind of like a store, and they didn't want anything to do with that. They wanted a mess. They wanted a big kind of.
Yeah. It's probably better for the viewers or something, right? Them digging through someone's like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, they want the drama of, oh no, I'm gonna die. You could die here. Trust me, it's easy to die.
Misha's wondering, do you ever think about doing YouTube auctions?
Me?
Yeah, not me.
Yeah. I don't, man. I got enough to do. I honestly don't see how they do it.
People who do the auctions?
What's that?
People who do the YouTube auctions, you don't see how they do it? Or
yeah, it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. There's a woman, D. Thrill of the Thrift. Yeah, she's pretty cool, man. And she'll have 200-300 people on these auctions.
She probably kills it.
Yeah, she's crazy.
I see people with like 20 people on, and they kill it. So if she has 200, she probably kills it.
Yeah. Oh, she goes crazy. I wish there's a lady, and I can't remember her name right now. Damn it. She's gonna kill me.
What is she watching?
I hope so. I hope so. She's one of the first women I used to watch. And, name's gone. Shit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. People with 20 viewers. But I'll tell you, man, you know, that's a lot of setup time to get.
Is it Pamela Blanchard?
Pamela, what?
The girl you're thinking of?
No.
Nah,
No.
Wrong, Mish. Wrong.
No. No.
All right. Time for number 2, Steve. Ready?
All right.
2 drink minimum, right? As Harry says.
Yeah. Harry Humstone.
Harry Humstone. He was in the chat earlier. You didn't see him?
No,
he said, yeah, I'm trying to find him again. He said 2 drink minimum.
Yep. Yeah. Which usually turns into 4.
Yeah, with Harry, it's never 2 drinks. Let me right here. See, you see that? You see that on the other thing? 2 drink minimum.
Harry.
Harry's a legend. Ira's bringing the drinks again. Yeah. So Mike says that they went to his cousin's house, American Bickers. Episode with really large hillbilly holding a tiny dog. Mike, you're in San Antonio, right? So, yeah.
Wow.
Is it T and Donatella? Is that what you're thinking of?
No.
Donatella
Michelle.
Bartolino? Michelle?
Oh, yeah, Michelle. Michelle. That's all I got.
God, just keep naming Michelle names now. He'll get there. He, aka auctions for you.
Nope.
Yes, Michael. That was so sad. He's in Bristol. Oh, he's in Bristol, Tennessee. Okay, he's not in. I got you.
So, how long you been reselling, man?
Oh, whoa. Hey, I get to ask the questions here. You trying to come on my show and interview me? I started reselling June of 2019, so it's going to be 2 years next month. Crazy.
Oh,
yeah. I got started. I listened to a Gary V podcast.
Love Gary V.
And he encouraged his viewers to make $4,000 in the summer by going to yard sales. And I never thought that was a thing. And pretty much I listened to that. I started going to yard sales, then flea markets, then thrift stores. Got hooked on all of it, and then I started buying storage units. I don't know why I started buying storage units, but I just did. I fell in love, and now I have a warehouse full of crap, as you say. You have a barn full of crap. I have a warehouse full of crap.
Hey, if you ain't got it, you can't sell it. You know?
Exactly.
I love Gary V. You know, when I first, and he's from Jersey too. I'm from New Jersey. If anybody hasn't noticed yet. The first.
Really? I thought you were from like Tennessee.
The first time I saw a Gary V video, I'm watching this skinny little guy in skinny jeans running up to garage sales, and he's got 2 dudes in the car. He's mic'd, and they're videotaping this guy. And he's buying Pokemon cards and baseball cards and basketball. And he comes back he's wired, man. I mean, he's
a millionaire.
That's what freaked me out, you know, because he's hitting garage sales, selling Pokemon cards. I'm like, who is this guy? And then Phil, the book peddler, told me about him. So I started looking into him even more.
What's up, Paul?
This guy. He's on jet planes, private jets.
Yes. Right.
I know.
And that's why, like, I respect him, is because he doesn't just say to do it; he actually does it.
And he
yeah, like I've seen videos of him like arguing about mugs. Somebody wanted like $4, like, will you take 2? Like it's just still has that mentality, even though he's a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
He's like, I can make a better profit if I pay $2 for this thing, you know? And so like, that's why, like, if it was anybody else I'd probably listen to, like a podcast, I probably wouldn't do it. But it's the fact that like this guy's a millionaire and he still does this. Yep. He wakes up on the weekends and he goes to these different flea markets if he has a chance to, or garage sales, and he buys stuff. So I was like, yep.
You know, and he's got that attitude, you know, and he actually gives a shit. You know, he does a a video. He used to do tea time with Gary in the morning. You ever touch that?
Yeah.
And he'll talk to young kids.
So people could call in and ask questions and stuff, right? And then he
Yeah.
just gives them advice. Yeah.
And these 14-year-old kids, I mean, he actually gives them respect because these kids are asking serious questions, like, and he'll sit there and talk to them, and he'll give them shout outs. He'll push their Instagram page. He really gives a crap.
And he actually gives like genuine advice. It's not like a memorized like answer. It's like every single person, he gives them a different advice based on what their situation is, and it's like genuine.
Yeah, and he'll even he'll ask a couple questions. He goes, "Oh, what's your name?" And he'll talk to you like a human.
Yeah, and me and him have a connection because he's from Belarus. I'm from Ukraine, so we're both from the former Soviet Union. So both our stories are kind of similar. Our parents came here with almost nothing and started a new life here. So we had to go in as well. So I respect him even more. Cheryl's wondering, what is your favorite way of sourcing?
I like buying estates. I like buying bulk. Well, I shouldn't say bulk, not one item, boxes of one item. I like buying lots of stuff. It's everything from boxes of nails to tractors. It doesn't matter. I'll just buy everything. And
it's because pretty much if you get bulk, the cost of goods goes down quite a bit, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The more you buy, the better deal you get. And that way I can sort the stuff out. I can make a lot of stuff go away quickly. The more important and more expensive stuff I can sell here or on eBay.
Yep, I feel you there.
Yeah.
Mark says, I swear by buying storage units, you get everything you ever need in merch, and everything you need, one for yourself, and for family and friends. Mark, you've probably been doing it for way longer than me. I've only been buying storage units for about a year and a half, and I feel the same way. Like, people know me just as the guy now. So, like, people are like, hey, do you have this? Yep. Do you have this? Yep. They're like, just from anything from, like, couches to video games to razors to mugs. They're like, hey, Paul, you got now people know that I have clothes and shoes. It's like, hey, I need clothes or shoes. I'm like, come over. So just everything that you can find is storage units. So yeah, I love it.
It's what you got to do. You have to have everything. It's the one thing I can't do. Clothing makes me nuts.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that. I've done clothing and made me nuts. That's why I hired someone to do clothing for me. So all I have to do now is just pack and ship it. And then the girl, she does all the listing for me, the pictures, the drafts, the dimensions. That's all her. That's not my headache. And then if people ask me any questions that's not on the description, I just ignore those questions. Because we give the length and the chest, and that's all the dims. So if they want the rise or the whatever, anything else that's not part of the description, I just ignore the question. And I'm like, I'm not going to go back and find this item and measure the shoulder to whatever, to your clavicle.
Yeah. For a $7 t-shirt,
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I made the mistake of listing a few jackets that I found, some windbreakers. They were Adidas and whatever. I don't know. It's up for $22. She wants to know armpit to armpit and the length.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know armpit to armpit. I did that. But length. The length of what? From where to where? I'm not going to spend my time asking that question, putting the thing away, waiting for a response. And then, you know what? I said, forget it.
Veronica goes, could they use the list of clothing? Mike said that with lots, you have a much better chance of finding the overlooked gems when you buy things in bulk. Makes sense. Paul Line wants to know, who is Steve? Steve, who are you?
Me, right here.
If you want to know more about Steve, here's the link. This is Steve.
Yeah. Just the easiest way to do it is go to Google, punch in Brickhouse, Salvage, and Antiques.
Oh, I thought it'd be punch in who is Steve.
That's true.
And then see if you show up.
It could work, but you're going to get a lot of wrong answers.
Hey, Marcy is here. What's up, Marcy? Frugal peanut reseller.
Hey.
Cheryl says, I'm really thinking about getting out of clothing myself, but the right items bring the sweep offer. Yep, that's why people do it.
If you get out of clothing, you'll be naked. So
very good point, Steve. This is why I have you on.
Third beer.
This is why I have you on for those kind of points right there.
Third beer, it's only going to get worse.
Here you go, Steve. This is what length means. Shoulder to hem. Okay, just in the future.
Shoulders to hem. All right, I'll be sure to forget that immediately.
Let's get back and watch the video. Here's Cheryl, the one who wants to get out of clothing. Here's her latest video, guys. I sold $350 in 2 local sales today: treadmill and 7-foot-tall armoire.
Nice.
That's awesome. For 2 items, $350 is really good.
Yeah.
The day of my 24-hour live, I wanted to take a nap before, but every hour I had some people calling me about local stuff, and I had a grand in local sales leading up to my live. I couldn't take a nap.
Nice.
Everything that I had was just selling. Chairs, electronics, patio sets, just all was selling that one day. I don't know why. That's why I love local stuff so much, though.
Was that Facebook?
Facebook, yep. Facebook or OfferUp. OfferUp has been doing pretty good for me as well. Somebody just traveled an hour to get to me before my show started to get a suitcase. One suitcase. Somebody traveled an hour to get here for one suitcase.
Wow.
That I was selling for $25. Like I sell almost anything locally. Like it's insane. Hey, Perla. Perla just subbed to you. Look at that.
Thank you, Perla. I appreciate it. Yeah, I get that.
Book peddler. Look, you mentioned him. He shows up.
Hey, Phil, how you doing?
Great show. He's an asset to our local community in Smithville Flats. Amazing shop. Look at that. You mentioned him, he appears.
There you go. Not as amazing as Phil's place.
You didn't say anything bad about him, huh?
Not yet. But now that I know he's here, I'm going to shit all over him.
Veronica says she finds hard goods fascinating but overwhelming. Well, there are overwhelming if you don't know what I guess you do if you wouldn't know where to start. But almost everything has a model number. Almost everything has something. And if you can't even find that, Google lends it. Google will help you with it.
Yeah.
And the good thing about hard goods is that they sell way faster than clothes does. So like if you have like for example like that Walkman sold on Facebook in less than an hour. Cameras sell super quick for me as well. Like it's overwhelming at first, but if you want to just focus on one little thing instead of going with everything, if you want to focus like on whatever cameras, electronics, it probably gets a lot easier. How do you figure out? That's a good question. How do you figure out what you have? Some of the stuff you bring in, I'm like, I have no clue what that is. Yeah, you. Like remember the one video where you had like those like piano mover that set of like piano movers. Like how did you know that's what that was?
Me either.
You had no clue what it was either?
Dude, I got more shit. And excuse my language. I have more merchandise here than I know what to do with. I have, you know what? If you get it, anybody wants to see what I'm all about, go to my page and check out George the Antique Nomad did a bunker challenge. Yeah. I love George. George is the coolest, man. But he did a bunker challenge, and he let me do a video of the thing was COVID just started, and he wanted everybody to show off their house and their business and everything they did and what they do. And wow, it turned into a 40-minute video. But it shows, man, there's a big spider in here. That I'm scared. Wow. That video shows everything about me and what I'm all about. It shows my house. You know, I've got a big old brick farmhouse. Hey, Andrew. And I've got the big barn, my business, how everything evolved. And that's the best way to find out what I'm all about, if you give a crap.
So guys, that's the way Fleur says Brickhouse. come in the morning.
Victoria. Yeah, Victoria.
Victoria's a ray of sunshine, man. How you can be so happy and energetic that early?
I don't know. She must drink a lot of beer in the morning.
Must be. Veronica says that maybe she'll get into hard goods when she has a warehouse or a barn.
There you go. Hey, I got a barn I can sell you.
7 years in, it continues to grow. The book peddler.
Very cool.
Iris says, in her experience, books sell slow. At least mine have. And he says it's a game of patience. Buy the right stuff, and it'll sell.
Yep. Yeah, Phil's been getting some crazy, crazy books. I mean, old time stuff.
Misha said, "Don't be scared of spiders. They're only after the creepier bugs. Just let them do their job." Hashtag Team Spider.
I love spiders as long as they're not crawling across my lap. I live in upstate New York where the spiders are like that big, you know?
They're like the size of Steve's head, guys. That's how big the spiders are.
And ugly.
Fastest thing I ever sold was a retired Lego set. First person making an offer tried to lowball me. I said no. Second person bought within 12 hours after the offer I made expired. Wow. Yeah. That's Legos are pretty good. Definitely. There's a lot of the old toys sell really well. Spiders are great as long as they're not munching on me. Agreed.
Yeah, I never take low ball off. Yeah.
Everybody who's Team Spider, guys, put hashtag Team Spider in the chat. I want to see how many of you guys like spiders out there.
Yeah, I never take low ball offers within the first 24 hours.
Cheryl goes, "Girl, I'm juicy. Spiders like to bite me. No, thank you." You see what you started, Steve? All because you were afraid of a little spider. Now my whole chat's about spiders.
As long as they stay over there, they're fine.
Yeah. So what plans do you have in the future for the channel? Anything else? Anything come up that we should be aware of?
Let me tell you, the last month I've been really giving this YouTube thing it's like, should I even keep doing this? I've been at it for 2.5 years. And
wow.
Yeah, it's a long road, man. I've got almost 240 videos. I've only got 2,000 hours of watch time and about 600 subs. It's a little discouraging. But,
I feel you there.
Yeah. I'm going to keep it up for another 6 months. It's hard. It takes a lot of time. It takes a whole lot of time.
I just realized I put the wrong link in the chat for you. I have to go back and change that.
I'm sorry?
The link that I have in my description is not your link.
Thanks for the help, Paul.
My bad, guys. I'm like, why is it going through a Lone Star Picker? So that's not him. So I have to go back and change that before you do it. But you're at 620 subs right now. Look at that. 620.
Wow.
There you go.
That's I picked up 14, man. Thank you.
So if you guys, Jen, if you want to keep dropping his link, please, because the one I put in the description is not his. So Jen, if you want to keep dropping it, I'll pin it to the top so people know it's him. Yeah, my bad. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not his link.
It's close. Hey.
Yeah, you got Steve in New York, Louis in Texas, same guy. You said you were from Jersey originally. What brings you to Smith Hill? Is it Smithville Flats? Smithville Flats, New
York.
Yeah, guys. I just pinned Steve's link to the top, guys. So you should see him at the top. Make sure you guys go and give him a sub, please.
And say hi to Chloe because she won't leave me alone. If you've spent any more than 45 minutes in New Jersey, you'll know exactly why I left.
Hey, not all Jersey is equal, man. Jersey is one of the most bipolar states because you can divide it in half, and North Jersey and South Jersey is completely different animal.
Oh, it's insane. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a nice place, but it's so overpopulated. Everybody's
Oh,
on
yeah,
top
well, for
of
sure.
everybody else. Everybody's pissed off all the time. You know, from 6 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night, everybody's on top of everybody else. You can't go to Dunkin' Donuts without starting a fight. You know?
Can you go to Wawa?
Yeah, there too. It's nuts. Wawa, 7-Eleven, Quick Check, you know?
So you know what Wawa is?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
That's a duck. It means duck or goose.
It's goose. Yeah, it means goose in like Native American.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. I just switched it, so now it's actually your channel at the bottom. So now people
Thanks,
actually want to go
Paul.
find you.
Thank you.
They can actually find you.
And on mine, on all of my my videos, I keep a list of all the resellers that I know, and there's got to be 40 of them there. So if you guys,
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to see some, maybe that you don't know. I did a reseller thing of the day for about 30 days straight, and it nearly put me away. I'll never do that again.
Nearly killed you.
It was fun for the first 2 weeks. After that, it was grueling, man.
So Jennifer says, hey, I like New Jersey.
Yeah.
And Veronica says, I went to grad school in Jersey. Yep. I was ready to leave after a few years. Paul says Jersey sounds like a lot like Florida.
Yeah.
Veronica says people in Jersey are rude AF. Jess says New Jersey is overpopulated, but New York isn't. Well, not where he is.
I'm upstate. Downstate, scary.
Then Mike says, come to Texas, Steve. We measure distance by hours.
That's upstate New York. Yeah.
Jersey says, hey, you talking about North Jersey, Steve?
No, Central Jersey.
Central, yeah. Central North is like, if you go south to like Vineland, Millville area, it's way more sparse or scarce.
Yeah,
but yeah, and I love Cape May. That's my favorite part of Jersey.
Oh,
like Cape May.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but like I don't like Ocean City, Sea Isle, all that stuff. Atlantic City is a dump. I don't care what people say. but Cape May, that's like if I want to go to the beach, I go to Cape May or I go to Delaware. I go to Lewis or Rehoboth or anything like that. But yeah, if you go to Central Jersey or North, it is very, like I said, house on house, development on development, because people want to work in Philly or they want to work in New York, but the housing is expensive in Philly and New York, so they live in Jersey and they commute. So I definitely understand it.
That's when I left in 2012 and I bought this place. I was from a very rural area, nice little 1 square mile town. They were knocking down houses to build 2 families, perfectly fine houses. They would just knock them down, put up a 2 family.
Yep.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. They just ran out.
She says she's in Palmyra. They're really cool there.
Don't get me wrong. There's some really nice pockets in it.
Yeah, we're not just taking a dump on the whole Jersey. This is not a bash Jersey show. I like Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I just got tired of the fight. It's dog eat dog. It's constant from the second.
But that's like very East Coast. It's not just Jersey. Philly's the same way. Delaware, New York City, Boston. That whole like northeastern mentality. That's how we are. But it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. It's a good thing because we're hustlers.
Oh,
sure. And we like to get things down. But then it's a bad thing when we just want to step over people and not care about people's emotions and all of that as well.
Yeah. It's tough, and I'm just not like that,
Jersey is used to being dumped on.
Jersey's used to being a dump.
So she wants to know, where in Jersey did you live, Steve?
I grew up in Dunellen, New Jersey. I got married and moved to Somerville, New Jersey.
That means nothing to me, but
yeah, that's what nobody knows Dunellen. Dunellen is a 1 mile square train town. Railroad town. Nobody knows it. But, yeah.
Hey, watch what you say about Boston. I said Boston's a bunch of hustlers, Paul. I said it's a good thing and a bad thing. I say Boston. I put Boston, Philadelphia, Baltimore, DC, New York. I put them all in the same northeast corridor, same kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Steve, sounds like you're a kind, sensitive man. Cheryl.
Shut up.
Cheryl. She become out there your salt and pepper look, your bald head, now your kindness. She goes, where the hell is that? Where the hell is Somerville?
You're from Jersey and you don't know where Somerville is.
She goes, Jen knows Somerville. Look at that. Yeah. So.
It's a great little town.
Boston is working. No need to apologize, Paul. You're good. Shell got you in her sights, Steve. There you
go.
Watch out. She just subbed to you. She's going to be putting some comments in your videos.
All right. Send some videos, Cheryl. Come on.
Hey, I've been seeing some of your comments, man. You got some people who are like, hey, is Steve single? Asking for a friend. I see those comments in your videos, Steve. I see it.
I don't see the comments unless you put them up. I don't see what's going on.
No, I'm saying in your videos, people comment in your videos. Oh. Hey, is Steve single? Asking for a friend. Oh, I see all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's complicated.
It's complicated.
No, I'm seeing a very lovely woman right now.
There you go, guys. Put it out there. Lovely woman.
Yes. I like her.
So Cheryl, you can think about your list. Jersey goes, a great town, Hunterdon County.
I don't know what you're asking.
He says he's married. I got boundaries, Paul. Good.
Married? No.
He's not married, Cheryl.
Never, ever, ever again. That's one thing I can pretty much.
One trip I remember to Boston was exciting. I was all out of 10. I think the school took us on a field trip to Quincy Market. The only time I've been to Boston is when I moved somebody there from Philly, and that is the worst traffic I've seen in my life was Boston. I thought Philly was bad, New York was bad. Connecticut is just terrible traffic just for being nothing in the state. The traffic in Connecticut is terrible, but then Boston is just insane.
Really? I've never been there.
It was like we moved there on like Tuesday because I remember we did it all one day, which was a terrible idea, by the way. We packed her up in the morning, drove 6 hours to Boston, unloaded, and drove back all in one day. It was like a 22-hour job. I got paid for every single hour, but like, so we got there like Tuesday at like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. And the traffic in took us like 2 hours to get like maybe 10 miles. The traffic out was just equally as bad. It was. I'm like, this is what it's like on a Tuesday in Boston.
I do not miss that one.
Yeah. Do you know what traffic is, Steve?
Occasionally there's a cow in the road.
Steve,
most of the time it's one of mine.
There's a cow, there's a moose. You have like crazy wildlife around you, or no? You got like bears or anything like that?
There's been some bear sightings. There was a fox down here. Yeah, deer all the time. I got woodchucks. I got a pond out here.
Misha goes, not married. Back on the list. I love it.
No, I got a bass pond out here, and there's woodchucks and beaver and all kinds of stuff, man. It's pretty cool.
Iris says NYC traffic, Connecticut traffic is worse than LA. Never been to the LA, but probably right. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Veronica, the cherry picker? How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello, as Johnny says. Hello. Misha goes, you have cows? Question mark?
Not anymore. They got out one too many times, and they had to make a trip to the freezer. They're bye-bye.
That is one way of saying it. They had to make a trip to the freezer.
Gotta be careful. You be bad around here, you go to the freezer.
Don't mess with Steve. He puts you in the freezer. All right, bye, Jen. Thanks for coming by.
See
TJ
you,
says
Jen.
he has Pat Bass there. Name's Bastard.
Sure.
You'll meet him soon. You have a Pat Bass. I've never heard of a Pat Bass before. But Bastard is a great name for a Pat Bass, though.
Oh, that's TJ. He's got fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to raise cichlids, TJ.
Cichlids?
African cichlids. Yeah. They're a cool little fish. Actually big. Yeah. They're like the saltwater fish of the freshwater world, you know?
The what?
Yeah.
The saltwater fish of the freshwater.
I'm working on my 4th beer. Hey,
Harry goes, fish?
Harry!
Harry, I need to get you on one of these shows in the future, man. It's going to be, me and Harry be a fun time.
Harry's a trip. You got to bring
Harry's
me in on
definitely a
that
trip.
one.
Mm-hmm.
You got to
For
make
sure.
me number 3.
He's looking for German blue ram cichlids.
They're beautiful fish.
I'm out of
Beautiful
my element
fish.
with that. Yeah. So do you have any pets besides cats?
Just a stupid cat, and
James, nice
Alf
hair.
sits here in front of my monitor.
Ooh, how much does that go for?
I don't know. He's been sitting on my desk for about a year.
He's probably worth something.
Probably, yeah.
Is there a date on him?
I can't read it. I don't have my glasses.
Yeah, probably easier when you don't have 4 beers.
True. But after number 5, that might be better.
You might go do it for free. Oh, look, we got Elf. Howdy, Elf. It's love, Elf.
Nice.
Look at that. You bring up a spider. My check goes to spiders. You bring out Elf. My check goes to Elf.
Just be glad I didn't crack open the tequila. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that would be bad. Elf was great. Elf. 1985 was the first year that made it, and he sold them. Harry sold them from 1985.
Wow.
Dang. Harry put up a video today, guys. Harry, if you want to drop in the chat, people can go watch it later. His yard sale video from today. He found some pretty cool stuff.
I saw it. That little hit and miss was really cool.
Yeah, I had no clue that's what it was called, but I think it was dope.
Yep.
It's like about
I'm
this big.
looking. They have hit and miss up here. There's actually a guy who makes these things. Well, not makes them, but restores them. And hit and miss engines were the thing on farms. That was the generator. That was the main tool. That's what made the whole farm work.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know, before electricity.
Well, I'm sure if you go to Ukraine, it's probably still a thing there.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Man.
That's like if I want to travel to Ukraine, I actually want to go to like someone like, because I've been there a couple of times in the past.
Yeah.
But like I've just always been like the big cities. But if I want to go back to like where my grandparents were from, they're all from like in the farms and stuff. And I'm sure I could probably find some like small little pieces of like antiques that are just buried there that could probably bring back to the States and buy yourself or something, some serious stuff. Look at that. Jen's ready. Harry's video. Boom. Iris goes 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 2 tequila floor.
Yeah, that would be me.
Who found dope? Must be legal. Alien life form here, kitty. What are you? Oh, is that Alf?
Oh yeah, Alf used to eat cats. Watch it, Chloe.
Alf and cats go well together. Just saying. Cat, the other white meat.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. Wow.
Here, you also found a basement full of milk bottles from all over Pennsylvania, New York State, Jersey. I'm stoked. I brought 20 home. Nice. Awesome. Yeah. Hey, Cameron's still here. What's up, man? Yeah. All right, so we're at over 2 hours, but people are still here. So
holy crap!
Wow. You mind still sticking around until people start leaving?
I got nothing to do. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah. So was the clock and the car the most expensive things you sold on eBay, or is there something else that sold for more?
I think those were the 2 high ticket items I sold. Yeah, there may have been one other, but it's not coming to me right now.
What is the most expensive thing you have listed right now in your store?
Expensive?
Yeah.
Whew. I don't even know. I really don't even watch my eBay store anymore. I have my secret lister doing all that.
Secret lister doing that.
Yeah, I have a lot of Hess stuff. I have a friend who was a collector for 20 years, and he's like, I need to get rid of this stuff.
Does that actually sell? Hess? I feel like it's like kind of like Avon, probably like it's just overproduced and built to be collectible.
Yeah,
I don't think it actually was. So like I don't like I see my yard sales, but I don't even like look into it. So
it's gotta be 50s, 60s, 70s with a box in perfect condition. Anything after that, throw it away. You know. But he had a lot of like army stuff, some really cool tanks, some farm stuff, not Hess, but tractors and tanks and army vehicles and die cast stuff like that.
Like I know like John Deere diecast is pretty good.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that sells pretty well. And I sell it on consignment. I usually do like 30%, a 30% consignment fee after costs.
After costs, that's smart.
It works out.
I do 50-50, but before costs. So it's pretty much almost the same thing as 30% after. Except for when it's local. Then it's just better for me. Because there's no fees.
That's it.
I have an uncle who used to just scrap. That's all he did was just find scrap. And like kind of what teacher was talking about earlier, like I was like, hey, if you wanted to bring that scrap to here, I could sell it and make you way more than you're going to make at the junkyard.
Yeah.
So now he brings me bikes, lawnmowers, fridges, stoves, ovens, all that fun stuff. And he used to get like $20 maybe for a fridge. And now I could sell it for like 150, 160, give him 80, you know?
There you go. There's huge money in junk. Huge money. When I go to the scrapyard, and let me tell you, I don't throw a lot of stuff out. But when
I've noticed from your videos.
When I do, it's pretty much garbage. It's bad. And up here you can burn too, so I burn stuff. But the metal, I'll take to the scrapyard, and they allow me to pick. So instead of taking cash back, I'll pick. And man, I bring back some awesome stuff.
I never heard about that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you bring your junk, and then you can just get good stuff out of it.
There you go. Instead of taking cash, instead of getting $150 back in cash, I'll give them back the cash and just take a truckload of cool stuff back.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's all metal, iron, cast.
Do you have any videos of that on your channel?
Yeah. Check out Cooter the dog. The video.
Cooter the dog.
Yeah. The junkyard owner owns a Great Dane called Cooter. And it's...
Jen, let's race to see who can find Cooter first. How do you spell Cooter?
Cooter.
My trip to the junkyard and a visit with Cooter the giant dog.
There you go. Yep.
Boom. Jen, I beat you, I think. Let's see.
Wow.
I'm putting it right now, guys. Here's this junkyard video. Let's see if yeah, I beat Jen. What's up, Jen?
You win, man. Damn.
She's probably like went to the bathroom or something. That's the reason I won. There you go, guys. Make sure you guys check that video. That sounds like a good time.
It's fun, man. I'll tell you. When I was a kid, I used to help my buddy when I was like 12. His father was a scrapper. And back then, scrapping was like a dirty thing. Nobody did that. It was like uneducated dummies used to do that crap. And we did it because I was on. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, we used to find the coolest stuff. I mean, wow. And that man put 3 kids through college.
Just by scrapping.
scrapping junk, you know. It's if I was smart, I would have been not a carpenter, been a junk man all my life. I'd be a millionaire by now. 3 times over.
If I was smart, I say it to myself all the time. So Harry says diecast, all that stuff, tractors, farm equipment, it sells well. Especially pedal cars. Yeah, Harry, you killed on pedal cars.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you find pedal cars because I'm in a similar area than you, and I don't see them ever. Probably because you get to them first. but
he's out there earlier.
They're
hard to find, you know.
Scrap life. I love doing it. Yeah, my dad's been doing scrap as like a side hustle for a while. My uncle's into it, but I'm trying to get him like I try to tell him, hey, there's way more money for it than just bring it to the junkyard. Like people don't they don't realize that stuff actually sells. that's like until I started doing this stuff, because now he just brings me anything that he finds, rims, say tools, or whatever. Like he finds like a weird barrel, and I'm like, yeah, I can sell that. I'm like, you can sell this barrel. I'm like, yeah, I can sell that barrel for you. People look for that stuff all the time.
That's one of the lines on my business card. It's like going to the scrapyard, stop here first.
Oh, like that, because you can give him more than the scrapyard gives him.
Absolutely,
you'll give him more than 2 cents a pound, right? Whatever the scrapyard gives. Ronka says, "Here's hoping I can pay for my kids' tuition by selling trash on the internet."
Trust me, you can do it.
Yes,
do it. I made more money selling on eBay the first year than I ever did selling anything here. You know.
So how many listings do you have right now on eBay?
500.
Do you have any intentions of building it up?
Absolutely. I try, but I sell too much.
That's a good problem to have.
I mean, it's a good thing, but you know, and you know, I'm cross-posted too. So I think I've got 200 Mercari and maybe 250 Etsy. So,
ooh,
you know, I got about
a lot for
listings if I combine them all together. If you can do that.
How has Etsy been for you? That's the one I'm not on yet.
Etsy's good, but it's a different market.
Yeah.
I mean, it's changed. Etsy used to be handcrafted merchandise, and they were very strict about that. It's got to be something you made. But ever since they went public, things kind of changed. Yeah. They're like, they don't give a crap now. They sell Chinese stuff. They sell mass marketed stuff. They just don't care. But it's good. But it is a different market.
What's up? Luis is in the house.
Hey.
And Celestine's in the house.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for stopping by. This is Steve right here.
Chloe.
His link is pinned to the top. Make sure you guys give him a sub. We're trying to grow him to 1 million subs today, guys.
All right.
The goal is to get Steve to 1 million.
I'd be happy with 500,000.
Yeah, let's go for 500,000. Something more reasonable. We're going to 500,000. He is currently at 622. We're almost there.
Very cool. Nice.
So slowly but surely, we're getting Steve to 500,000 subscribers.
We're going to be on for a very long time. We're
not ending the show until he gets to 500,000.
I'll be right back. I got to go get another case of beer. Oh, man.
But, she mainly uses her Etsy as a showcase. I sell maybe one item there a year, but not that I pay all much attention to it.
Yeah, you gotta. It's just like anything else. The more attention you give anything.
Hey, Debbie's Snacks.
Debbie.
And you're at 623 now. Would you look at that? Look at nice. There you go. Good job, Celestine. That's a great channel for you to sub to.
Nice.
He is way more entertaining than me. So if you're sub to me, definitely sub to Steve because he's way better than I am. 624 now, Steve. Look at that. We're just flying up there.
Cool.
Look at that.
I owe you a beer. Hey.
There you go. Whenever I'm in wherever the hell you are, I'll stop by.
You got to get lost 3 times to find where I am, man.
Because I don't know if you know Antiques from Karen, Jan. She just started a YouTube recently. She inherited a 6th generation estate. Her mom used to be an antique dealer and then a hoarder, and she inherited a house full of junk, 2 carloads or truckloads, storage units, you name it. And it's not like trash, like actual like good quality items, you know.
Yeah.
So I've been following her since she was under like 100 subs. She's almost at 500 now, so she's going really quick. And she's in Rochester.
Who is she?
And, Antiques from Karen. I'm gonna Jan, if you're in the channel, you can drop a link, or Nancy, if you can drop her link. Antiques from Karen, that is her YouTube name. So she's kind of close to you. I guess I don't know. Oh, look, see, look, Jen dropped it. There you go. She is right here. So I was thinking about driving up to her one day and just buying some stuff from her.
Yeah.
And filling up a truckload, and then maybe stop by on the way home to you. I don't know if it's on the way or not. But,
come on up, man.
But like you said, I have to get lost 8 times until I find you. I just look for a dead cow somewhere.
I'll tell you, people have a hard time finding my place, but they don't get mad. They're like, it was such a beautiful ride.
Yeah, that's what I noticed from your videos. Like, it's beautiful when, like, I know you hate it when it's snowing, but that ride is gorgeous when there's snow out there. But then in the summer, it's also beautiful as well. So
it's I grew up in New Jersey, and it would snow once, 10 inches, boom, done, gone, mud for 3 months. It's up here, it's snow for 6 months.
That's insane.
It's sick.
You said it snowed today, right?
Yeah, it's freaking snowing today. I got blossoms on all the trees. Everything's blooming. But the cool thing about it is people up here have adapted. They enjoy it. They snowmobile. They cross country ski. They go ice fishing.
Did you ever go ice fishing?
No.
That should be a video right there. If you
no, you don't want to see that. That'll be nothing but swearing, cussing, and being pissed off.
Could blow up. That's a video that could blow up, man. Yeah, Barbara says one man's junk is another man's treasure. You got that right.
I'm friggin'
that's why Steve has no junk.
I got a lot of crap.
Celestine said you're more entertaining and better looking. So there you
go. Hey, Celestine.
Hey, to be honest, Celestine, the bar wasn't set that high anyway. but
I'm much older, and Paul's got a lot more hair. So
there we go. Yeah, for now. You see the hairline? It's going away soon, man. I gotta enjoy it while I have it.
Dude, embrace it, man. Embrace it. Go crazy.
So Johnny put out a new video today about Tony the Two-Headed Doll. Interesting. So if you guys want to go see that, the Two-Headed Doll sounds a little creepy.
Yeah.
TJ goes, smash that. Harry goes, Waze will get you to your doorstep. I'm coming with you, Paul. There we go. There you go. So me and Harry are going to come up and visit you. Look at that.
Come on up, Harry.
That's going to be a trip right there, man.
Hey, you know what? I got 7 bedrooms here.
Oh.
You guys need a place to hang? Hang.
Next reseller rally is happening at Steve's house. You heard it here first.
There you go.
We're having a party at Steve's barn.
Very cool. I've been trying to get a barbecue cooking for 3 years now. I got 20 acres here, and I just want to have a friggin' barbecue that would knock out every goddamn barbecue on the planet.
sounds like a great time.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Just beers and Q, right?
Yeah, man.
Mike says it's 9 degrees here today. Can we have some of your snow, Steve?
Shut up.
Iris goes, ice fishing is sort of boring. Just guys sitting around a camp chair around a hole. 2 big guys with fishing lines down the hole. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
But you think about it, that's just fishing in general. Just take that ice part out. Like some people say deep sea fishing is the same way. Like I only go deep sea fishing just for to hang out with my friends and drink beers on the boat the whole day. That's the only reason I go deep sea fishing.
That's
I
it.
don't care if I catch anything for that.
Little Debbie.
I agree, Steve. I'm going to shave my head in upcoming videos. Going to embrace it for sure. Oh, guys, you heard it here first. Mark's going bald.
Lose the hat, but you got to get the tan. You probably got the hat. What do you call that?
Here's Iris's link, but Iris always says that there's no content yet. So there's stuff coming. There's stuff brewing in Iris's head, but it's not there yet. Guys, remember, TJ's on at 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. So he's going to be on in about 30 minutes. If you guys want to hop onto his, it should be done by then. We'll see. It depends if Steve hits 500,000 subscribers by then. We're 626. We're slowly but surely getting there.
When I pass out, it's time to be done with it.
But you said you were what this morning? 604? Something right? Like that, right?
613 this morning.
There we go. So we got you 13 in the day. That's not bad. That's
Very
not
cool,
bad.
Man.
You guys better stick around too. You guys better not sub. If you unsub, I'm taking names.
That's it.
I'm taking names. Ooh, Dana's having a quick premiere in a couple minutes on her channel as well. Do you know who Dana is, Steve?
No.
Simply Dana. She was from Jersey, I believe, but she lives in Florida, but she's gonna move to Jersey again. And she has 3 channels. She has a reselling channel, a gaming channel, and a singing channel.
Yeah. I know that. Yep.
She's killing it.
Yep.
Hey, Chuckster's here. What's up, Backwood Bitter Chuck?
What's up, Chuck?
Chuck says Johnny needs 1 more subscriber for need to reach 900. Well, guys, definitely let's get Johnny to 900 as well. We need to get Johnny to 900, and we need to get Steve to 500,000. That's the 2 goals for the day. Watch the movies Grumpy Old Men. It's full of good ice fishing humor.
That is a funny movie. Yeah.
Wow, we got. Look, Chuck comes in, and everybody just saying hi to Chuck now. The whole thing is just hey Chuck.
Everybody.
See what you do. See what you do, Chuck. It's just stay out of our lives, Chuck. Make them all about you. All right, so I think we're gonna probably head out of here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, man.
Hey, anything you want to plug before we head out?
Well, if you want to see any more of my stuff, just Google me. Google Brickhouse, Salvage, and Antiques.
There we go.
And
are your is your eBay linked to your videos down below? Is that how it works or no?
Yeah, I have all my links underneath my video. My home page, I guess you call it on YouTube. Yeah.
I'm trying to. It's so weird how they did it now. It's so hard for you to actually see what your description is in the video because they put the comments first sometimes, and it's like so hard to. Yeah. So he has his Facebook page, his Instagram page, his eBay store, Etsy store, Mercari store. All that is in his description, and then there's like a million other YouTubers.
Yeah, that's when I was doing the reseller of the day.
Yeah,
I would put everybody, and I figured, you know what? I'll just keep them in there.
a lot of good names out there. You see, Mr. Buys a Lot, Nurse Flipper, Art Vandelay, Joey Bada Bing, Vintage of Vinyl, Philly Flipper. It's a good one. That guy's pretty good.
Yeah, he's great. I've heard of him, but
I heard good things about him, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, so one more time. Here's Steve's channel. It's also pinned to the top.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you so much, Steve, for coming. Really had a lot of fun with you here. Fun interview for me. I gotta do it again. I gotta have you and Harry on one of these days. That would be a fun little hangout.
If Harry will have me, I would. That'd be great. Hey,
yeah, I mentioned it before, and he said he's down. So that would definitely gotta do that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I can get this camera thing down, and I'm trying to get my GoPro hooked up to the Wi-Fi, so I can like move around and stuff. But up here, there's no cell service, and you need to hook up your GoPro to your cell phone.
I'm surprised there's no cell service where you are. That's shocking to me. Do you have more animals than people in your city?
Probably, yeah. wild animals.
I was going to say, do you have more trees? I'm like, no, he definitely has more trees. That's
Oh, yeah,
that's not a fair assumption.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot more.
Yeah.
Man.
Guys, so it's at the 2.5 mark. Thank you guys all for stopping by. We're going to head out of here. Thank you to TJ, Jarhead. Thank you to Steve. Their link should be down below. Make sure you guys give them a sub. And don't just give them a sub. Watch their videos, guys. Steve is entertaining, as you guys can tell. Has fun, a lot of cool stuff. I'm as soon as we're done here, I'm going to go watch that dog video. See how the scrapyard is. So should be good. And Johnny got 900. Let's go.
Oh, nice.
Awesome, Cajun.
Good.
Johnny's almost monetized because Johnny has like 1 million watch hours. So all you know is the subs. That's awesome. All right, guys. We're going to head out of here. Make sure you guys go to Dana's premiere and then go to TJ's 8 p.m. live. Thank you guys all for coming. We'll see you guys in the next one. Next week, I have Piqua Resellers. That's Danny from Piqua, Ohio. And then Jen's Closet Gems from San Antonio, Texas. This should be a good time.
Thank you for the invite, man. I appreciate it. Good talk.